Gary was very phlegmy today.
Oh, geez.
He gets in front of me and he gets so nervous he has to start clearing his throat. And he tells me it doesn't happen the rest of the day. It's just in front of me.
Well, I'm sure he doesn't notice it the rest of the day.
That's what it must be.
Yeah.
She's like, both.
But I'm sure because he knows your sensitivity to it, the moment he starts to talk, it gets worse.
Yeah.
When he's in front of you.
Yeah, he gets nuts. I drive him nuts. I'm wearing a shirt, this white sweatshirt, and it's got a big picture on it of some kind of a woman. So I'm walking in this morning, and Gary looks at me, and then he goes, like this, with his face. I wish people could see the face I'm making. If you got Howard TV, you'll see it. He goes like this.
Like a fly flew up his nose.
Yeah, right. He was commenting on my shirt. It took him by surprise. Because it's a white shirt with a big picture of a woman on it.
Let me see.
I don't know if I can stand up, but you know, I'm having a problem.
You can't stand up?
I have a problem. So something's going on. I don't know if it's. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like a hernia. I don't know.
My God,
I've never had one.
What is wrong with you?
What is wrong with me is what I'm trying to figure out. Yeah. So, see, it's this weird kind of shirt. So he looked and he goes, and I knew he was commenting. Like he didn't even realize he's doing it. He's commenting on my shirt. I mean, the worst dress in the world is Gary.
Yeah, what's he got?
He just looks like a schlub 99% of the time. And like he's like looking at me like he's making a comment. Oh, sometimes he annoys the shit out of me. He really does.
He's such a...
He's like... Wolf.
I love that face.
Yeah, it's like wild. I was like, Gary, what are you doing looking at me, you woman? What are you looking me over for? Admit it, Gary, you were looking me over this morning.
I was.
Yeah.
You didn't like the shirt?
Yeah, and then
I was startled by it.
Yeah, and he was startled by my shirt. He couldn't handle it.
You were startled by somebody with that face?
You should be startled when you look in the mirror.
Somebody's pretty low intelligence, you fucking idiot. What temperature does water freeze at, moron?
100 degrees.
Water freezes at 100?
I mean, oh, wait a minute. That's the opposite of freezing. 32 Celsius.
What?
32 Fahrenheit.
He's just going to keep going. Pick an answer.
32 Fahrenheit. Right?
You sure? You been on the life of your kids?
I don't know. Go freeze some water. We'll find out. I mean,
Don't make fun of me.
what am I making lemonade here for people? I'm working.
Right. All right. Thank you, Sal.
All of a sudden, the good humor, man. I have to find
Go
out.
make some more scary urine songs.
He's like, really commenting on my shirt. I go, what are you, the fashion police?
Did he ever verbally express what he was feeling?
I just was watching, so I got to make a mental note of that.
Yeah, he wouldn't. He just let it be all over his face. He didn't say anything.
I was like, what the fuck?
Well, in his defense, maybe he was having a seizure.
Meanwhile, I put tons of effort into this shirt. I was between throwing it out, getting rid of it.
Really?
It's a sweatshirt with a big woman's face on it. But I thought but I liked the way it looked.
Mm-hmm.
So I must have spent about a half hour trying to figure if I should wear this or not.
Yeah.
Wasn't sure. It was one of those things I liked, but I wasn't sure what it said. It was a big cartoon drawing of a woman. And I went like, what's it saying, this shirt, really? But I liked the shirt, so I went with it.
Go for it.
But then I'm walking in, and all of a sudden Gary's like, and like all confused. He's shocked.
Confused.
I'm startled by your shirt, Wolf.
What's so startling?
I wouldn't even know what shirt he's wearing. I'll Skype you my shirt every morning so you can approve it. I'm pecking away with those fingers.
All right, so we've been on for 17 minutes, and you hit me twice.
Yeah.
What else?
What else? I'm not done with you yet. That's what else. When I'm done with you, then we'll hear what's else. I could watch them. If you put a camera on Gary for 4 hours, and I just would sit here and react to it, I'm telling you it would be good television. I know Oprah's looking for good television because she has her own network, and they can't fill it up with all her friends. But just follow Gary around and let me talk and get angry.
Unfortunately, we can't do that because now he has control of his camera.
Oh, right. Yeah, well, it was a thought.
Yeah, he has to, because he fell asleep in the past. That's why.
Right. We can't have a camera on him because he can't control his sleeping. Now he's free to sleep in his office and not get caught. Great. It is so true that Gary deflected the fact that he was sleeping in his office with the whole angry Scott DePace, Doug Goodstein me.
But I didn't deflect it.
I know.
I didn't deflect it at all.
But it did get deflected.
And a guy who sent an email the other day saying that I conspired to hide it, which I didn't.
Right.
I couldn't have conspired to hide it because I wasn't part of it.
You were too tired to hide it. You just passed out.
What temperature does water boil at, Sal? Seriously, what temperature does water boil at?
What time do you go to sleep at?
You don't know.
9:15, 9:20?
You don't know.
He knows when you fall asleep.
What time do you get groggy?
How you got through these 40 years is shocking to all.
How you could keep a camera on you 24 hours a day and fall asleep is even more shocking.
And you don't have to turn it off. You're never going to learn anything.
I'm going to learn to stay awake at work, asshole.
Reese's.
Cookies. Chicken at the table.
But the boys have to get there? Chicken pots.
All for sure.
Gary's wearing a Jets t-shirt. You'd think he was Mark Sanchez.
He's dirty, Sanchez.
Oh, with that mustache?
Oof.
All right, thank you.
All right, have a good one,
I
guys.
don't know how Gary got beaten up in
I
this.
know. He really got it.
Got it.
Oh, Sal's the retard.
Yeah, talking about Sal the retard for a second. So this was mind-blowing to me. Like, and I don't profess to be the smartest guy in the world. I'm missing huge chunks of my education, and I should know a lot more stuff. In fact, I might be borderline retarded, but this was unbelievable. He's on the wrap-up show, and I don't know, Gary and Sal are going at it. And so they ask him various questions, and like, I'm just shocked. I was shocked by this one. This one blew my mind. Because Sal, how old is Sal? Do you know?
40?
40-something-ish?
Who succeeded JFK after he was assassinated as president?
That's a great question. Was it Roosevelt?
Which Roosevelt?
Franklin D?
No.
Oh, my
Very
God.
famous photograph of him being inaugurated on the plane in front of JFK's coffin on Air Force One while Jackie O stands by his side.
I should also add, you guys asked him this before.
Not Eisenhower, right? No, I mean, I thought Roosevelt was the one that wanted, there was a theory that he wanted Kennedy killed. Well, there's two Roosevelts. There's Teddy and there's Franklin D.
I'll give you a hint. It's neither Roosevelt.
Truman.
You've seen
What about
Eleanor.
Truman? Hold on. What about Truman?
All I'm saying is that the
Truman.
person who became vice president, it could be Eisenhower. The guy was vice president.
You want a hint? You want a hint?
Yeah.
From Texas.
That's a great hint.
The person went on to be president, finish out the term, and then won an additional term.
Nixon?
Dude, you've named every president in the vicinity but the guy. He wore a cowboy hat a lot of the
I
time.
didn't even know we allowed people from Texas to become president.
Very common last name.
It's his last name. His last name.
Why wouldn't someone from Texas be allowed to be president?
Don't ask
you know
stupid
how we
questions,
feel about
them.
Where's he from?
They're bigots and whatnot. And
Everyone in
that's
Texas?
how people from the North look at people from the South. You know, we do. I don't care what anyone says. It's just...
It's like a slang name for your penis. I'll tell you what. I'll give you the initials.
Dildo?
I'm gonna go initials now.
We can give him the first name.
No, we're gonna give you initials. LBJ.
Lyndon B. Johnson.
There you go.
There you go. He got
He's
it.
acting like he answered the question. No,
Yeah.
he did not.
Well, he got it after 50 tries. And a huge hint, the guy's initials. But it is weird that he doesn't know
But
that.
Roosevelt, of all people, to say.
And it's what I said is true. Sal answers quickly to act like he is smart. In other words, he
He
won't
just
think.
names the first president that
Right.
pops into his head.
Right.
Because he wants you to, I know some presidents.
It's crazy. He wants to show you he knows a couple of presidents.
Yeah.
Eisenhower, once it
Nixon.
gets in that, he knows there's two Roosevelts. He's got a bunch of things in there. And then I don't know. Then he starts talking about the potato famine, and the way he says Ireland is really weird. I think he says Ireland.
One of the things that you don't do is you never say, I don't know.
Instead of saying, "Oh my God, how could he not know?" we go, "How could he possibly get to Idaho?"
Well, you think potatoes, Idaho. It's the first
Right,
thing
but
that came to
we
mind.
took-
And Howard hit the nail on the head where he goes, I just blurt out things quickly to try to come off smart and hope for the best. If I really thought about it, the Great Potato Famine took place in Ireland. That I did know. Where? I mean, in what?
Ireland.
Isn't it in Ireland? Oh,
Where?
I don't know.
Ireland.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Ireland.
Ireland. Well, where Ira lives. Yes. It's a weird name. I always thought Ira. Where did that come from?
I don't know.
Howard's strange enough, but Ira? You ever know any guys named Ira?
I've known guys named
Me too.
Ira.
It's a weird name, right?
Yeah.
Who looks at a baby and names it Ira? That name's got to be... I don't know anyone naming their kid Ira anymore.
I hope not.
Who
There's
do we-
certain names that should go away.
Has there ever been a famous Ira? Now that I think about it, I
The
can't...
closest one you can have to that would be Ira Hayes.
Who's that?
He was the drunken Indian who won like the Medal of Honor or something.
Oh, no, but I mean, has there ever been a famous Ira?
No.
A president?
I can't think of an Ira that pops in.
Me neither. Ira... It's like Tyra Banks.
But not Ira.
Oh, here's one. Someone just wrote me one on the computer. Ira Gershwin.
Yeah, but he wasn't even the big Gershwin. He
No.
was the brother
George
Gershwin.
was the big
George
one.
was the rock star.
There you go. It's like Ira McCartney.
Right.
Right.
Ira Lennon.
So is there a famous Ira? Ira Glass on NPR. Benji just handed me a huge fan of the show. Ira Glass. He's the most famous Ira
Okay.
guy on
Keeping
NPR.
Ira alive.
Ira. It's a weird name, man. I don't like it. And I would never name a child Ira. It's got no shot at success. I knew a guy growing up named Ira. I didn't like him much. For a girl, there's Iris. I knew a girl named Iris.
Yeah, but that's a flower, you know.
Yeah, I could deal with that.
from
Makes sense.
A flower.
Ira. Iraland. Anyway, there was one more clip of Sal from the wrap-up show. Let me finish that, and then I can get to some of your phone calls.
There's certain areas that I don't know about, and everybody has their weaknesses. But the thing is that because I'm sectored out, and that's fine. This is the show.
Oh,
and
that's what it was. Sectored out.
Sectored out. What does that mean?
I think he's meaning singled out, but he goes, because I'm sectored out, which there's no such term that I know of, sectored out. He talks fast and makes many mistakes.
There's certain areas that I don't know about, and everybody has their weaknesses. But the thing is that because I'm sectored out, and that's fine. This is the show, and I get it, and anything I can contribute is fine. But
Now the guys are reeling and snickering in the back because he said sectored out.
I feel like I'm just lumped into the complete stupid idiot category over things that I just.
Yeah, but
don't
Sal,
have
that's
an
not
interest
fair
in.
because
But I feel stupid.
But everybody
it makes
on
me feel that way.
Sal, everybody on the show is sectored out in one way or another.
Yeah, they are absolutely. But I hate to have the stupid card.
What is he trying to say?
He's trying to say singled out. I think. I'm assuming.
I'm not sure. Maybe
No,
he
you
does
see, no,
mean
I'm-
sectored out.
I don't know. What can I tell you?
I don't think he means singled out.
I don't either.
Yeah, what would he be? When he's sectored out, he means singled out, I think.
No, I think he means that everybody gets sectioned.
Oh, maybe
off,
he's pointed out. Pointed out.
and he's been put into the stupid section.
I don't know.
Being made a spectacle of?
No, sectioned off is what I think he.
You know what? You can spend your life interpreting him.
It's
He's
the
like the
Talmud.
Bible.
Right. Today is the 20th anniversary of the term Baba Booey. It was
Is it
20
really?
years ago today that Gary turned to us and go, Wolf, my favorite character from Huckleberry Hound is Baba Booey.
Baba Booey.
Well, you know what it was.
Wherever it
You
was.
were asking. We
Baba
were
Booey.
teasing him about those cartoon cells he was buying as art. And
Right.
He said, "What's your next purchase?"
Yeah, it was so crazy to me that a guy who's buying cartoon cells, who's that into it, doesn't know after watching a cartoon for 100 years that the guy's name is Baba Louie.
Baba Booey. Baba Booey.
Because he was the guy who talked like this, Baba
Baba
Louie.
Booey.
Right? He was
Baba Booey.
and then it was it Yogi? No, it wasn't Yogi.
Quickstraw.
It was Quickstraw, right?
Yeah.
He hung out with Quickstraw.
Right.
Baba Booey.
Quick draw.
Quickstraw.
That's what he called him, but his name is Quick.
Yeah, but he said, Baba, your character goes Quickstraw.
Baba Booey.
Quickstraw. Holy cow.
Baba Booey.
Can't believe we're back. Quickstraw.
Baba Booey.
Quickstraw.
Baba
You know,
Booey.
And he talked like this. That was his favorite character.
Yeah.
Baba Booey.
Of
Baba
all the
Booey.
characters, that was his favorite character. I don't even think I had a
Quick draw.
Quickstraw.
That's what he called him, but his name is Quick.
Yeah, but he said, Baba, your character goes Quickstraw.
Baba Booey.
Quickstraw. Holy cow.
Baba Booey.
Can't believe we're back. Quickstraw.
Baba Booey.
Quickstraw.
Baba
You know,
Booey.
And he talked like this. That was his favorite character.
Yes.
Baba Booey.
Of all
Baba
the
Booey.
characters, that was his favorite character. I don't even think I had a favorite character. He had a favorite character.
Well, he was collecting cells.
Anyway, it was 20 years ago that Fafafuhai got his name. And if you remember his quote at the time, he says, you know what, make all the fun you want of me, because you know what, on this show, in a day, you forget about everything. He was
Baba
I
Booey.
think I actually said, I think it was like 6:30 in the morning, and I go, fine, Jackie, have fun. This will be over by 8:30.
a 2-hour window. But anyway, the name Baba Booey has stuck, and Gary has become a legend as Baba Booey. And what can I say?
Wow.
We will celebrate that tonight. I guess Sal put together a whole special with all his songs. It's going to be brutal, I'm sure. What are you planning for tonight's show?
All of the great songs and the pranks over the years of
Oh.
Baba Booey.
Okay, it's an hour packed with all of that.
All of that. Yeah, it's going to be great.
And you're hosting it by yourself? Do you have a panel? What do you
Produced by Jim McClure, and I'm hosting it myself.
Are there live call-ins as well, or is it just a solid
No,
hour?
we just put it together.
Just put it together. Okay,
Yeah, we won't
there
have
it is.
time for calls.
All right, that'll be tonight with
There's
Sal
too much
Givenow.
material, huh?
Way
Right.
too much.
Did you find that you had to eliminate some material just because it was only an hour?
Yeah, I mean, the database has over, I think, 200 songs, and I think we were able to squeeze in about 40 songs.
Wow, so you had to pick the top 40 Baba Booey songs.
Yeah, Richard,
Wow.
myself, and Jim McClure all sat together and spent about a day going through every song.
All right, thank you, Sal.
Enjoy it.
Congratulations on your big special tonight.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you, Gary.
Well,
today's a special day, 20th anniversary of Baba Booey, and Gary, congratulations. I know you take enormous pride in being called Baba Booey and getting goofed on, and I guess you were wrong thinking that it would go away after a couple of days, but thank God it didn't. It's one of the best parts of the show, and it's been a great 20 years, so congratulations to everyone involved.
Hello, this is my message to Baba Booey. I don't know. Hey, how you doing? It's a great nickname, and it's probably gone down in the pinnacles of time as one of the greatest nicknames ever. So, should be honored. That's all. Congrats.
When I first started working here, I was like, wow, do I call you Gary? Do I call you Baba Booey? I called you Gary because I figured it would be pretty disrespectful, but Baba Booey is a name you should be proud of. It is a name you should wear with a badge of honor. In one word, it sums up an entire radio show, an entire personality. So Baba Booey, 20 years later, I'm glad you're still here. I'm glad you're still screwing up, like sleeping in the office and doing like that. And the world would be a sadder place without Baba Booey. So happy anniversary.
Congratulations on being in the line. Baba Booey will live in infamy. Thank you. Enjoy.
I don't know what to say, there's so much that's going through my mind, there's so many things that have happened over the 20 years, and so many fond, terrific memories of you connected to Baba Booey, and all the shenanigans that have been attached to it. So, all I have to say, Gary, 20 more years of Baba Booey, and we'll have 20 more 1,000 hours of great tape.
Baba Booey, you've been a great boss and friend to me. I enjoy your antics. I think it's funny that you can't throw a ball, and that you have enormous lips. But I love you very much, and it's been an honor to work with you. So, happy 20th, Baba Booey.
It's an amazing, historic event. Baba Booey makes it 20 years, and we wish him 20 more. Congratulations.
What does Baba Booey mean to you?
Wow, that's a tough one. I wasn't prepared for that. It just means, when you up, I guess. You Baba Booey, because Baba Booey, the phrase Baba Booey is about, so I guess it could mean when you screw up. So it kind of stands for screwing up, but in a funny way, not screwing up like the BP oil spill. That's not funny, but screwing up like booking Madonna's sister or something like that. That's funny. That's a funny screw up. So a funny screw up is a Baba Booey. That's what that means to me.
Ronnie.
Yeah.
You have a message to Baba Booey?
Happy Baba Booey Day. See you.
Gary, you're all right. Happy 20th anniversary. You're the king of all screw-ups. You are the grand poobah of everything that's stuck in the history of radio, and we applaud you for it. Keep on screwing up, Gary. Do what you do best. Sleeping, solitaire, sparkle, the list goes on and on and on and on. And if it weren't for you, I wouldn't have a job. So, congratulations. You're a good guy. Or a good monkey, whatever the hell they call you these days.
Gary, so it's been 20 long years since you've been Baba Booey.
Yes.
What's going through your mind?
Nothing. I think it's a bigger anniversary for everyone besides me. I mean, yeah, it's been around for 20 years. I've been living with it every day, so I don't have to celebrate anniversaries. But I like it now. I've come to embrace it.
Now, what does Baba Booey really mean to the Stern universe?
It's a name that you can yell out when you're trying to make a phony phone call. It's a name that you can call me. It's a greeting. Baba Booey to y'all. The OJ call made it famous that way. So, somebody says it, somebody goes, oh, he must be a fan of the show. It can be used a lot of different ways.
And you never thought it would ever last this long?
At the beginning I didn't, but about 2 years in, I realized it was going to last a very long time.
And at first, did it bother you to be called Baba Booey?
Probably at the very, very beginning, the first couple of weeks it did. And then, I don't know, I sort of got used to it. It got to be fun. I know I liked it when, not long after it came out, we put out Crucified by the FCC, and it was voted the #1 phrase. It was like the top 10 phrases from the Stern Show. And on the back cover, it was the #1 phrase. And I was like, this is fun.
And now you embrace it.
Totally.
I did a big 30 ball. Oh, hold on there.
I'm Sal Governale. And one of my favorite pastimes is breaking the balls with a big-lip douchebag, Gary Baba Booey Delabate. So in honor of the 20th anniversary of him coining that stupid nickname for himself, Baba Booey, we present to you the very best of me breaking his balls. Check it out and enjoy it. Smells like Jackie's material in here.
You're in control of the show. You can make the show move along. You choose to just let it drag on.
Oh, he's going to get... he's going to hurt Sal.
Sal just put a bag over Gary's head.
Howard, I know that you were on for a long time.
He's beating up. He's beating up Sal.
He's brushing his teeth with crap.
Just sitting there picking his nose and looking at his watch.
He's wounded. That boy's wounded.
There's Sal in his Gary mask with his DVDs.
His collection.
There's his Facebook page. Sal's got it right.
He looks intelligent.
Yeah, look at that. He's got glasses on and he's riding. Look at awesome. Sal's got some electrical device. All right, Gary. Up, there's a giant toothbrush Sal has. It's going to help you. I'm going to go to the desert and count the sand. He has skills, but he's not organized. Look, there he is with his stickies. Oh, there's Gary going through the mail right there. There he is for
There he
Howard.
found his magazine.
There he is. He's back in the bathroom, Rob. There you can see him.
Listen, I'm going to get down to the core of everything right here.
Stop it, Sal.
Oh, well, you guys are always in here when I'm working. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the Baba Booey special, and Gary, I wish you another great 20 years of screw-ups, scups, mess-ups, Reese's, McKines, playing solitaire, playing Sporkle, sleeping on the job, eating pizza out of the garbage, getting the worst piece of chicken at home, and all the other stupid shit you do every day. The show wouldn't be the same without your ridiculous and moronic antics. So to you, Gary, you horse-tooth jackass, I have one thing to say. Baba Booey, Baba Booey, Baba Booey, Baba Booey.
And let me get to Stuttering John, because before you know it, LT will be here.
Yeah, I really want to hear. Are we talking about the practical joke?
Yeah. Stuttering John has played many practical jokes on Baba Booey.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, stealing of the Gary puppet.
Gary took the Gary puppet to an appearance. Lo and behold, Stuttering John stole it, and I had told Gary, don't you lose that puppet, because I love that puppet more than I love you.
Right, the puppet was pretty much new at the time, and
very popular.
you made it clear that you didn't want anything to happen to this puppet.
No, I didn't.
And now
John went and stole it, and Gary had a heart attack all weekend.
On top of that, ever since the puppet's been a has-been.
Right.
And then John had a stockbroker call and say that I lost all my money.
Right, which was a real good one.
And then, you know, I was feeling like, remember I called you on Sunday and said it's time to do this joke? I went back and took some old E-tapes out. I watched the Learning Annex. Remember where that thing? Now, John didn't think of that, but you were pretty much done with me when John came in to explain to you how boring I was.
Yeah.
To prolong it another 20 minutes. That sort of set me off.
Gary had a speaking appearance at the Learning Annex, and John went and, you know, got people together to do goofy questions on Gary and stuff and ruin his appearance. So Gary said, I really want to get John. And Gary came to me and says, I'm going to fire John. He goes, I know it's not funny. But
I really want to fire him.
I want to fire him and watch that bastard squirm. I said, all right, I'm in. What do I got to do? He says, you just get on the air and say you're mad at John, which I did. Effectively.
Yeah, because the second you said it, John was in a funk.
Right. So John was bumming out all the show yesterday after I said I was mad at him.
Right, yeah, because you put the final touches on it yesterday.
And John knows I actually am mad at him on some level.
Yeah.
Well, that's why
John's always conniving and scheming behind my back.
Well, I'm not conniving, but that's why it was so effective, because I know that you've been upset with all this Howard Stern show crew. And all.
So Gary hauls John in after the show. Gary has like a little 10-minute meeting with me to make like we had a discussion. And he calls John into the room.
Kathy calls me first and goes, Gary wants you to stay here before you leave because he needs to talk to you before you leave. So I'm like, oh, no.
You knew something bad.
Yeah, I'm like,
you didn't think you were
That's
going to
like
get fired.
the principal.
Well, I started getting I'm sweating, you know, I was freaking out.
But you didn't think you would be fired.
Well, yeah, I thought it was either that or, you know, just another, another dose of, another way of being reprimanded.
Well, you also said something yesterday about cleaning house. Gary was going to do some house cleaning.
Yeah, I did that on purpose.
Yeah. So you fell for it too, Robin.
I didn't fall for anything.
Oh,
she was hoping it was real.
Real fire.
Right. Great.
All right, so here we go. So here, Gary brings John into the room, and, you know...
Now, this happened in the jock lounge because I kept seeing that door closed.
Yeah. We had a hidden camera in those big speakers that we keep on the floor.
Oh.
And the premise was that, you know, John had some wacky book proposal going around in his name that had my name all over it. And I caught wind of it, for real. And I got really pissed off about it. So Gary went in there to say, hey, it turns out that the book proposal showed its ugly head again somewhere. And basically Gary was sent in by me to be fired because I didn't want to fire him. I didn't want to fire John myself. It would be too painful, so Gary was going to do it.
Gary's your hatchet man.
Right.
And Gary played it really well, yeah, because he was almost looked like he was going to cry, too.
All right, well, here we go. He was upset for you.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
And Gary had said to me, listen, after I fire him, let's not tell him for a couple of days. So I said, you want to know something? I think John would be so bummed out that he might kill himself.
Right, yeah.
I could have.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Responsible for a death. Couldn't let that happen.
I said, don't let him leave. I mean, you know, fire him, leave the room, and then come back in and tell him, because he'll kill himself.
I would definitely have reached for that jar of Prozac.
Right. You know, I don't want to hear about the binge you went on for 3 days. And afterwards, Gary walked into the office proud as a peacock.
I got a bull.
I got a bull. Oh, it works so good.
I work so hard, and there's always a chance that something can go wrong. He can see the camera, someone could spill it. You try to tell as few people as possible.
All right, here we go.
Well, I know Gary's been working up to this for weeks.
I know, bothering me.
I thought of this.
Calling me every day.
I thought of this the Friday before we went on Christmas vacation.
And by the way, it's not even creative. It's like, hey, I'm going to take John in a room and fire him.
I mean, you know,
and watch him get upset.
No,
it's not creative at all.
It's not creative, but the setup has to be done right, and I did have to run the cable through the ceiling so the camera worked.
Right.
The only thing is, like, you know, who's next telling me I have cancer? You know, it's the only thing that could be worse.
All right, well, we'll get to that. We got to figure out a funny way to do it.
Where does the cable have to be run?
Yeah. Up his butt. All right, here we go.
Shut the door. I'm wired, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Sit down.
Is that you whispering? Sit down.
What's that all about? He's like De Niro.
Are you nervous or something?
Let me tell you something. This is so elaborate that I had Kathy come and put papers on every chair except for the one I wanted John to sit in.
Right.
Yeah, those boxes. No, that's why that
we
was.
put boxes on everything, so John can only sit in the one chair.
Right, because you had a camera.
We would get the best camera.
That was smart.
Sit down, I'll tell you.
What'd I do?
So,
what'd I do?
Guilty.
Guilty already.
So I guess, remember that whole thing that went on, like, at Christmas time?
You sound nervous yourself.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
That's why. I'm like, oh,
but that's great, because Gary would have terrible time firing somebody.
I told him, I said...
Not really.
I don't know if we had left it in at one point. I go, John, my heart's pounding. I knew something was wrong. He called me about the book. Yeah. Right? The whole book, and you said you weren't doing everything. My heart pounds. Somehow it ended up on Buckwald's desk. Right, this whole proposal. Right. And I told, you know, I sat down with Howard, and I told him that. You know what I'm saying? I said, you know, this I called you about this a couple of months ago, but like Buckwald flipped over. Flipped over.
Well, Buckwald's my agent. Yeah. So, you know, Gary blamed it that Buckwald was flipping out, which is good. So Buckwald's flipping out. Howard then learned of it. He's flipping out, and John's panicking.
And Gary's heart's pounding.
Yeah. And Gary sounds like the one being fired.
I know.
So you end up on Buckwald's desk? Sometime last week. How could that be? I have no idea. But Buckwald flipped over it, and Howard flipped over it.
Yeah, I have it on paper. I'm firing of that guy as soon as Christmas that thing happens.
I know. He sounds like Kato Kalin. Listen to him explaining himself.
I don't know.
I find it good.
I have it on paper.
No one even knows what he's talking about. You never know what John's talking about. You never know what he's talking about.
All not separate.
Right? And you had no idea what he was talking about.
I had a vague idea, but...
I got to hear that again.
I'm saying I fired the guy ever since that fiasco.
Yeah, well, that's not exactly clear.
I don't know.
It's like, Hey, John, can you explain that to me?
I don't understand.
Listen to this.
How could that be?
Yeah, listen to this explanation again. But
I have no idea. But Buckwald flipped over it, and Howard flipped over it.
Yeah, I have it on paper. I'm firing of that guy as soon as Christmas that thing happens.
I know.
I fired on paper.
I got fired.
You know,
she said he fired on paper.
He has keywords: fired, paper, Christmas.
I know.
And I just go, I know.
Yeah, I know.
No, you don't.
No one knows. You don't even know what he's saying.
Christmas happened.
Fire, Christmas, paper. Fire, Christmas happened. As soon as Christmas, that thing happened. That's what Kato does. You know what? That's Kato. You know, why do people want to slam this Kato's head into a screen? You know, I'm watching TV, and I swore I've never watched. I'm telling you.
Did you watch it again?
I have no tune by it. And this Marsha Clark is angry.
Yeah.
And the woman comes on, the commentator. She says, "Why is Marsha Clark angry? Why is she spending all this time with Kato Kalin?" I go, "You don't know why?
What are you,
this,
stupid?
Grandma and Sisters?
I don't know. One of them, or the Enter from Fox. They're sitting there, and let her get on with it. It's like, what are you talking about? This guy is telling you in the one breath that, well, O.J. was a little upset.
And he's changing testimony.
Of course, he's obviously not being
forthcoming.
Like John.
That's in the paper.
I mean, this is exactly what Kato Kalis says. I remember the paper. The paper. I fired the paper. Well, I got to hear that again. This is too good.
Over it, and Howard flipped over it.
Yeah, I have it on paper. I'm firing that guy as soon as Christmas Day thing happens.
I know. And I know. I don't know if, like, Howard's trying to make an example or something, but I think that, like, she's just sort of like, he told me he's going to come in and talk to you, but basically he told me, like, he's going to let you go. Although he said he'd still use you for interviews and stuff from time to time. But I think that I couldn't really say anything because I feel like my ass is on the line. You know, I'm treading on dangerous water myself. And I couldn't really say anything because, I'm
treading on dangerous water myself.
He's barely as coherent as I am.
I know. It's two incoherent guys with a job.
What is Gary talking about?
Gary has to fire you, but he's not clear why he's firing you. And you're not clear on what your answer is.
I think Howard's going to talk to you and he's going to let you go, but he will use you on interviews occasionally.
But the idea that was a write-off. Like,
right. Yeah, that was just being nice.
Yeah. He'll never hear from you again.
Meanwhile, Gary's treading himself.
He's treading on thin water.
I'm treading, Wolf. I'm doing the dog paddle.
I'm skating on thin water.
Somehow that never sounds right when he uses those words.
He never gets them quite right.
He's always like, I'm treading on dangerous water.
But he's
always treading.
Isn't it treading on, what is it?
It's actually, you're skating on thin ice is what he's trying to say.
Yeah, and treading on what?
Where the smoke, there's wallpaper.
You're treading
on dangerous ground? Would that be?
No. Treading on
thin water.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
Dangerous ground.
Yeah. Maybe that's it. It always sounds wrong.
Gary always
I thought it was just treading water. I'm treading water.
I don't know what he's saying.
Hey, listen, I wouldn't attempt it if I didn't know.
As stupid as I am, your choice is bad.
Gary's treading. John's treading.
Fire Christmas paper.
Asked me about the T-shirt and about what went on in Dallas and what went on in Atlantic City and stuff. And, he just said, listen, I think John's a great guy, but it's just too much. He goes, it's just too much. He's out there. But you know what it is? I think it's not Morrison. It's not the book. It's everything that led up to it. And this is just like tips it off. And you're right. You're absolutely right. It's not
just tips it off. Gary is full of non-sequiturs.
I'm just trying to make,
what are you trying to say there?
It's a cliche.
Tipped it over the edge is what I meant to say. Just
tips it off.
I'm skating on thin ice, and this just tips it off.
But I think that I think it's last call.
We called him about that too.
But he's really unhappy about the way that turned out. I just think that he feels like we're all like hanging on his name and stuff. I can't. I mean, I'm flipped out because you're like one of my best friends, and what can I say?
And I'm going to be sorry to see you go.
I said, hey, give him one more chance. And I was like, one more chance. He's like, listen, he goes, it's not only me.
You're a real pussy. Why don't you just fire the guy?
Yeah, why do you think you're going to come talk?
Hey, let it
Everything Howard.
Well, because I'm not firing him.
But if you ever have to fire him, you fire him.
I will fire him.
No, don't blame Howard. I want him.
Let me ask you something. Why is he saying Howard's going to talk to John?
It's all coming up, Rob. Why don't you listen to the end?
Come on, give the guy a break.
I just wanted to know.
Because we're listening. Because at one point...
It's part of his way of revealing.
No. And at one point, Robin, be quiet.
I'm talking to Howard.
At one point, Howard was actually going to come and watch it on the monitor, and he thought he might come in.
Yeah, no, this was a setup.
All right.
And also it keeps John hanging around. We didn't want him leaving.
It's Don. They just feel like... It's almost like as if you're dangerous, that you can't be controlled. They feel like everybody, me and you and Gorilla and everybody's out there doing stuff, and it's just bumming them out. And I know he said he would send you out on some interviews, possibly in the future. I mean, I think he's going to cool off about this. I don't know what will happen, but I know tonight he's not going to send you out on that thing. I guess he's going to send Grillo, and he told me to get a hold of Vic.
Stuttering Vic.
Oh. That's a clincher.
I don't know what to say. I mean, what are you going to do?
No, man. 7 years I've been here.
It's his career. 7 years. 7 years.
7 years of my life.
100%. 100%.
Yeah, he wanted 100%.
See, Gorilla told me before I went in, Johnny, maybe it's an April Fool's joke, but I said, nah, Howard wouldn't sit on the air and all that. This is definitely not an April Fool's joke.
I try to do everything.
The problem is, I could smell it coming for one of us. I guess
it's always smelling stuff.
I smell it coming because it was tipping it off.
In the water.
The water was
when I was skating on thin ground.
On thin water.
It could have just as easily been me. hold on a second. I know he wants to come down. I mean, he doesn't want this to be hard feelings, so he wants to come down, and he's going to come down and saying, you know, just like, that's me faking at him down on the phone to get him to come down. Yeah, we're in the guest lounge. All right, cool. He's going to come down. He just wants to, like, you know how it is. He doesn't like confrontation, but I think he appreciates what you've done over the years. Not really. He wants to, I think he just wants to give you a good send off. Well, listen, if I were you, I'd be cool. And just shake his hand. That'd be cool because you don't slam any doors. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna trash me, and at some point he's gonna have to. Discuss it, but I don't think he'll hammer you. I mean, he'll just say, "Hey, you know what? We did our time together, and it just became a part." I mean, one thing Howard's really cool about, he wouldn't trash you because he knows that you're gonna try to go out there and make a living and stuff and do something. Maybe you can hook up with Conan and get rid of that guy that's all right. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
I'd rather not work.
So now I leave. Yeah. Right, and then I come back and I tell him that you don't want to talk to him.
Oh, good. Okay.
I'm sorry, man. Don't hold this against me. No. So I walk out and then I come right back.
He's getting fired from a job he makes no money at.
And he's bummed.
Yeah.
So he was going to come down, but he's not going to come down. He said, but he's not mad.
I just don't have time to say goodbye.
I swear to God, I tried to do everything. I didn't want to do anything, at all.
How are you? I mean, you're in pretty good shape, financially, right? I mean, I know you're in an apartment and stuff, but I mean, you're doing okay in the stock market and stuff.
Not really. After this fiasco, I don't even have. The only guy we have is Adam.
Right.
What do you say?
He said the only guy we have is Adam. We just had some trouble in the stock market. John and I earlier.
This is all perfect. Everything's going on here.
John just took a hint, so that's not working out.
Even the stock market isn't working out.
And my brother, I was with my brother all week, and he was yelling at me paying too much for an apartment. So it's like all just coming in my head, like, oh no.
Right. Like, now I really screwed up.
Right, but I mean,
the little money you had from this show is not even coming in.
And you still have the deal. You still have the other record deal, right? You got the publishing deal and stuff. You still got all that stuff.
That's done now. That's just give you one advance.
But I mean, you're going to do another record, right?
Oh no, depends on what.
And now he's not on the show.
But I'm telling him at least you got this, and he doesn't have any of it.
Yeah. So it turns out he has nothing.
But now, he's down to mumbling.
At this point, I'm in the fetal position.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't wait to watch this on the E! Show.
Because I started out sitting up, and I slowly cowered.
I don't know, man. My clothes are rented, man. All of a sudden, the ugly truth comes out.
It's not my own teeth.
It's all a pyramid scheme. It's all crumbling.
I don't know, man.
It's just, I really tried to do everything by the book. I went up to him, I talked to him, he told me don't do it, called them, and they sent me some proposal. I told them, do I call him? I said, dude, you can't do. Sent him a letter firing. I still had a letter firing the guy.
You still have the letter?
Yeah, and I don't know how this could have happened. I don't know how that could have got anywhere. I have a letter firing the guy, and then I called you that weekend. I told you what had happened.
Right, that was like Christmas.
I called Robin. Remember,
she freaked out on you.
And then you talked to Howard, and then he said, we'll talk, all right, and then...
What do you think Karen's going to say? She's going to be bummed out?
Goodbye. Goodbye. It's so long. I'm not your girlfriend anymore.
I go with the show.
Yeah.
Do a Grillo.
Yeah, I'm dating Grillo now.
I think your best bet is to sort of regroup, take it easy. I don't know what's going to go on in this, and I can tell you, if I could give you 2 words of advice.
Uh-oh. Here comes his reveal.
Comes the soliloquy. 2 words.
He's gonna now show him the camera. You should have had him suffer more.
I know, but
he's not twisting enough.
He's twisting pretty good.
If I could give you 2 words of advice, don't brush, and then you get bad teeth, and someone else will hire you like they hire me.
So the camera's in the speaker, and I said, if I give you 2 words of advice, and I pull the speaker down so you can see the camera, and I say this. I think the best 2 words I can give you is Gary Puppet.
Gary's so proud of that. He goes, Gary Puppet.
I know. It's like Mission Impossible.
Yeah, right. Like, hey, Gary Puppet, boy. Gary Puppet. I have 2 words of advice. Gary Puppet.
I have 2 words of advice. You can smell it coming.
No, you're a dick. You're a dick because you got twice. And now you know what it feels like to be a man.
Hey,
you know what? We're done.
Great joke.
We're
great joke. I mean, I'm not going to hate you for the rest of your life like you hate me.
Come on back here. Come on. I've been planning this since Christmas, and I wasn't even going to do this to you. And then, after you stole the puppet, I was thinking of a way to get back. I wasn't even going to do this to you, and then you did the thing where I lost all my money. Now,
what thing?
With the stockbroker. Sit down. Sit down, man. And I didn't leave you hanging all week. We were going to leave you hanging for a day. Howard thought that was too cruel. So I let your entire misery lasted 10.5 minutes.
No, my entire misery started around 9:30.
But okay, all right. My entire misery was an entire weekend long.
You were still like in shock, weren't you?
Yeah, I couldn't snap out of this.
You weren't
thing.
even sure if you were fired still.
Yeah, I was in like a cocoon.
All right.
Yeah, because it still didn't sound happy.
No, not at all. Now I don't know whether
to get your job back. You don't even celebrate it.
I don't know whether to hate Gary or I don't know how to handle it.
Yeah. You don't know what to say. Because Gary immediately goes, okay, now we're even, and we're never playing practical jokes on each other again. And I know John's already planning his
I
next
got something up his sleeve.
Well, I already got another one for John.
John came down with me yesterday and said, guess what I'm going to do? And he already told me his next one, and it's awful. It's
the one that I refrained from doing because I thought it would be too cruel.
Yeah.
I got another one for you. I was going to get you with two since you got me with two, but I let it be.
Right. He has another one planned on you, so.
I don't want them one.
Yeah.
He's going to get to the point where they'll be shooting at
Yeah, right. See, Gary hired a hitman to come kill you. But it's only a goof.
And then another whole day when I thought I lost all my money.
But it was Gary.
What's wrong?
His idea to Gary Bucket.
But isn't this funny?
It's beautiful. It's perfect. It's perfect.
And then what? Is that it? Are we done? Or now you got to get me back?
No, I mean, my next one was going to be on Scotty. You already know.
Okay, but you done with me now?
Is that right? You got one on Scott coming up?
Yeah.
The cruelest of all.
Really? Shh, don't say it. I want to hear it.
Of course, he won't be looking for it now.
It wouldn't matter.
What's funny to me is Scott will have to dub it off, whatever.
Yeah. Scott will have to make a copy of it so it'll be ready for the air. I got to take a break. When we come back, we got to play Stuttering John at the Oscar party last night.
Right, but LT's here, and
is he here already?
By now, Bam Bam Bigelow should be here.
Oh, well, if those guys are here, then we'll meet them first.
Okay.
Let them yell at each other like wrestlers. That's pretty funny, John. Yeah. Especially your explanation to Gary.
On Christmas paper.
John, if it's five,
this happens.
If it's 5 practical jokes to 1, why would you be planning another one?
Because that's what he does.
Well, no, on the tape, I said, I go, well, if Howard wants me to stop doing them, I'll stop doing them.
Oh, yeah, like Howard's feeding you the ideas.
No, but
you get an idea.
Do what you want to do. I don't care.
They just occurred naturally to John.
John gets an idea, and he goes to Howard. Howard goes, yeah, do whatever you want.
I don't even want to know about it. Just do it.
John takes that as if Howard's giving him the money and funding him.
Yeah. Well, you guys work that out. Anyway, let me take a break. You're on the air.
Howard.
Yeah.
Joe, what's up? I got a question for you.
All right.
How long do you think it's going to take before Gary quits the show or he gets himself fired?
Well, I don't think Gary will ever quit the show unless
How's he going to get himself fired?
Yeah.
No, his wife's going to give him an ultimatum, and he's going to have to take it.
It's really funny. When Gary was walking down the aisle,
Yes.
I really have only met Gary's wife twice before, and each time, I don't know why, I just didn't really take mental notes of what she looked like. I don't know why. But when she came walking down the aisle, I said, whoa, look at this.
Well, we all turned around and said, who's she marrying?
I mean, this model was walking down the aisle, and I'm going, you never saw a funnier scene. Gary's about 4 inches shorter than her.
Yeah.
And this model is walking down the aisle to marry Gary. And I said, I've been pretty good for Gary.
Right. Absolutely.
There's no way Gary Dell'Abate would have been marrying this woman if it wasn't for me.
Absolutely.
I am responsible for his wife.
I got one more.
He looked like, you know what he looked like? He looked like her pet.
A chia pet.
A chia pet. Oh, right, Fred? Seriously.
Oh,
Fred turns to me and goes, he looks like her pet.
Oh, I was looking for the leash.
Oh, man.
It was unbelievable.
Pocket full of peanuts.
But she looked incredible. Did she dye her hair blonde?
She streaked her hair or lightened it in some way, yeah.
She looked hot, man. I wanted to eat her up. She was wearing like a wedding dress with a mini skirt underneath.
Mm-hmm.
A mini.
Mini.
Boy, I thought your wife looked hot, man.
Didn't she?
Yeah. I thought she looked, I mean, it looked like I got to say, and I don't mean this as an insult, but it looked like the biggest mismatch of the century.
In history.
It really did.
In history.
And I kept saying to my wife, I said, he got that wife because of me. That's my wife.
My relatives were asking,
how you got her.
We're saying to her, what are you doing with him?
Yeah. I even walked up to her and I didn't really know what to say because I think sometimes Mary might not like me because, I'm always making fun of Gary on the air and everything, but I try to explain to her that I really like Gary. Well, I do. I do like Gary. Gary knows that.
No, I said explain to her. I don't know that you've ever talked to her.
No, at the wedding I did. I tried to explain it to her.
Oh, is that right?
Because I'm sure there's some animosity. That's her man, After all, she sees him in a different light than I do. I still see him as a boy.
I can't see her seeing him as a man.
Me neither. I thought it was like a total goof.
I looked at that. I said, she needs a man.
Yeah. She needs a real man to marry. First of all, she's 4 inches tall. So I walk up to her like a lummox and say, you're taller than Gary.
Oh, no. Like she doesn't know.
Yeah, I know. Did she tell you I said that?
Well, no. But, it's funny. The photographer earlier in the day kept on all the pictures, they kept asking her to like move her legs apart so she would get shorter.
No, that's to get ready for the honeymoon.
I didn't care. They wanted to try to like, set it up so that I.
Well,
would
she
be
was
taller.
wearing a bit of a heel, but not much.
No. She's taller than Gary.
Yeah,
That's all there is to it.
She's 2 inches taller than me.
I said on the wedding cake, I wonder if they had a little Gary and a taller bride.
I know, because it was kind of weird. Like I'm looking at her, I go, she should be married to me with that kind of height. How tall is she?
She's, I think, 5'10", little
wow.
over 5'10".
That is
I didn't
fabulous.
realize she was that tall.
Yeah. Boy, I did, and it was great.
I've seen her before, but it never occurred to me that she was that tall. I'm always looking up at her.
The only way you got her, seriously, you got to admit, I'm sort of, I mean, maybe you don't want to admit this on the air or not, but you got to admit, you never got women that good looking.
No, you're right.
Yeah, I know it.
No wonder that's the best looking girl he ever went out with. No wonder he married her.
Right, now I know why you're getting married. No wonder you're pulling your pants up at the bachelor party. Hey, I don't want anything to go wrong.
You locked that one in quick.
Yeah, I don't want any massage.
Yeah.
No, I don't need a massage. I get a massage at home.
The best part was I couldn't believe she kissed Gary.
Oh, that was funny.
Oh, she married me.
When you had to like reach up to kiss her, it was great. She had those big lips, and you were like, like a fish.
That was hysterical.
But there's so many details to go into about the wedding, but why don't we take a break, and I'll come back and we can talk about it.
All right.
Gary's big moment. And Gary's going on his honeymoon next week.
Well, did you turn over and say, hello, Mrs. Delabate?
Oh, Mrs. Delabate, I love you so much. Listen, I'm the first one to call you Mrs. Delabate.
Were you there? Were you in the room?
I can't believe it. Say it again. Mrs. Delabate.
Gary Delabate.
Mrs. Gary Delabate. What a ring.
She's the one who kept saying she's so proud to be my wife, and I didn't prompt it or anything.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm so proud
In your bedroom. This is what was going on?
I'm so proud to be Mrs. Delabate.
It's just so amazing. You come here, and then you go there, and it's a great, it's a great thing. You go home, and it's like a whole new world.
You're a king.
Somebody's proud of me.
Yeah, right.
And I come here, and I get
the Delabate name.
You're a king, Gary. King Delabate.
King Delabate of Uniondale. Uniondale. I'm Delabate.
Hail Delabate.
Mrs. Delabate, boff. It's like music to my teeth. All right, let's take a break.
So just how did you explain to Mrs. Delabate your treatment of her husband?
No, I didn't. I just, I went over and tried to sort of awkwardly say, that I wish them the best. And then I said, hey, you're taller than Gary, aren't you?
She said that whatever you said to her, she said that you were very nice and very sweet.
Yeah, well, I am very nice and sweet. That's the point.
Even to you here.
Yeah. And she better I'm just trying to help you so you can do better on your job. That's all. Job training, it's called.
I noticed when the priest said repeat after me, Gary was right there.
That was our favorite part.
I heard you guys laughing.
Oh, man. The priest goes, first of all, it was hard to hear Gary take his wedding vows.
Yes. Well, it was easier to hear him.
Yeah. The
than
priest
it was
goes,
the priest.
Well, the priest
goes, repeat after me. Baba Booey, Baba. No, he didn't say that.
See, the premise
Baba
of the whole
Booey,
thing, the priest
Baba
explained
Booey.
it,
Yeah.
is that he wears a little microphone around his neck.
Right.
And that he said that he wants to say it really low so that we say it loud so that it's really us that the people are hearing.
Yeah, but we couldn't hear you guys at all.
Well, I yelled pretty loud. Mary's got sort of a soft voice.
Yeah,
I heard Gary.
You
In
did?
sickness and in health.
Sickness and in health. Did we get the tape of so Ganji's job was to hide a tape recorder underneath that little thing so that we could get your vows on tape.
And did he get it?
He screwed that up.
Of course. Is he here now?
I said, you're going to handle it just the way you handle the cue cards. He goes, no, I'm not. I can do it. I go, I said, you're going to screw it up.
He swore that he was going to redeem himself with this.
Hey, here's elephant feet right now.
The tape recorder was about 5 feet away from them. Not even.
5 feet ain't going to do it, pal. But you know what it was? It was a little micro cassette.
Yeah,
well, that's all I was
ridiculous.
You put the tape recorder on the altar?
Yeah.
I had it like right by the altar.
Right by the altar. First of all, he was going to hold it at his seat. I go,
No, I wasn't. I was waiting for an opportune time to sneak up front.
You could have put it right
Without
next to a
his parents.
speaker.
Yeah, but no,
the back.
But that wouldn't pick you
weren't
up.
mic'd.
Oh.
You guys weren't mic'd.
Yeah.
We got all the priest, which we did anyway. We have the priest and we have everything else except him.
well,
I have the video coming. That should have some of the audio on it.
Ganji, you should have hit it in your bra. Actually, we should have hit it in Mary's bra. Then we would have gotten good sound.
I was gonna pay the altar boys, but there was none. I was gonna and have them hold it.
Good job. So we don't have Gary's vows, huh?
You know what? They're on the tape, but so slight you can't even hear them.
When you hear sickness and health.
I really picked that up. And sickness.
I was dry. Come on. I was very nervous. I was very dry.
So we're at the wedding, right? I just want to skip ahead for a second. Jackie was wearing sneakers.
Yeah.
And a suit that didn't fit.
Real class.
What was that suit?
I don't know. Where'd you get that, Jackie? Was that your Spotlight Cafe suit?
Gary helped my wife buy that for me.
Was that true?
What do you mean?
No,
It's too small or too big?
Too big, I think.
It fits perfect.
No.
But
What do you
pants were
guys
a little-
know?
I thought the pants were a little baggy, no?
That's how they come.
That's the
I
look.
think. Yeah.
What is it, like
It's
a
silk.
pantaloon?
It's silk, but Jackie,
that's a silk suit.
Jackie lowered the
Pants.
waistline.
Oh.
In other words, it used to go up to his navel, now it just goes.
Oh,
under
maybe you pushed it down so
Under
it would
the
fit.
belly, yeah.
Under your belly. Under
In
your
fact,
belly.
I had it way up. You know those stupid little button extenders that they sent us the other day?
Yeah.
I was wearing one on the way over in the limo. I said, Nancy, look, I opened up my coat, and it's a stupid little...
There's this really cute thing that this guy sent over. I thought it was pretty cool.
It worked great.
It's a button extender. Did you see it, Robin?
No.
It's for guys on your pants. You attach it to the button on your pants.
Right.
And then it gives you another 2 inches on your pants without having to go out and buy new pants.
Can I get one of those?
It's I forgot the guy's name. I was getting him a plug in some novelty store or something.
You have it at home, actually.
Yeah. I brought a whole sack of them home. I'm going to use them.
But every once in a while, when Jackie was sitting down, he said, "Oh, Jackie looks nice in a suit," and then he'd stand up,
And he had his sneakers on.
and it looked like a clown outfit.
Yeah, right.
because
Because he
of
had his
the
sneakers on. I was surprised. And then I said something to his wife. I said, "Hey, Jackie's got sneakers on." She goes, "What are you wearing?" I go, "Hey, Nancy, I'm just saying, I'm
Calm
surprised
down.
that Jackie wore it." She goes, "What are these, fringe on your jacket?" I go, "Okay, all right, so put me down, all right?" She was like battling.
How dare she put you down when you're trying to put me down?
Yeah, right. I'm in the middle of trying to put you down. Because your wife looked nice in her Norma Kamali outfit. Boy, Jackie's making some heavy money now.
She was wearing Norma Kamali.
Yeah.
How do you know that?
Because I know it.
You recognize that?
Yeah. That's a Norma Kamali outfit.
I never even heard of that.
Am I right, Jackie? Do you know that?
I remember the name from it being bandied around at the table, but
Yeah.
you had no idea that until you heard it either.
Fred's lovely girlfriend was wearing no bra. And then when Fred was dancing with her and she was dancing around,
Yeah.
I could see her ass right through her dress.
Her, really?
Oh, yeah.
And Robin was wearing a bra, but it hardly mattered.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God, Robin. You were showing everything.
I
You were
wasn't showing anything.
You were on a manhunt.
The priest, for half the wedding, the priest had a towel over his head. He was going back.
Because Robin wore like an evening gown or something.
It wasn't an evening gown.
Looked like an evening gown to me.
All right, if you say so.
And she had her breasts. I mean,
more than a couple of people asked about him.
Oh, yeah.
You know what the thing is?
You could see the nipples.
Like 50 people came up to me and go, "Wait a minute, I thought she got reduction."
Right.
Those weren't headlights. Those were bonfires out there.
Oh, my God.
I think they grew back. Anyway, no, the doctor was smart. He didn't take too much of your loveliness off. He just shaped and remolded it. So anyway, so we get in the car and we finally go over to the wedding.
Well, thank goodness they were delayed.
Yeah, what was the delay, Gary? You know, they always do that. You know, they always tell you to be at a wedding 4:30,
Well,
right?
I was there at 4 o'clock.
Did it say 4 o'clock?
It's at 4:30.
It said 4:30. You know what it was? We were all talking about 4 o'clock.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Because I thought
it
I
was-
checked.
Yeah, I thought it was 4 o'clock also.
I was breaking my neck to be there on time. I got there before Gary's mother.
Oh, man. We're busting your chops. You know why, too? Because I said Robin will be late.
That's right. I'm always the one who's late.
I know. I was so happy to see you were there already. I can't tell you.
Yeah, I was there to see everyone
Yeah,
come in.
you saw everyone arrive. Your ass must have been glued to that pew.
The holdup was taking pictures.
That's why they call it a pew. People's asses get glued to them. It's a pew. But I think Richard Simmons slept there, actually, waiting for the ceremony. So we get to the church, and it's pouring out. Good thing your friend Frank was in the back there. Let me in through the back.
He saw you. He said, "There's your boss. Let's let him in."
Yeah, so he let me in through the back. So then everyone was already at the church. So I walked in like the bride.
Well, it was funny. You sneaking down the side.
Yeah, I was just, and in the worst way, I just didn't want to be noticed at this wedding. Because as soon as I walked in, the whole church got quiet. Did you notice that? That was a cool move.
I didn't see that, but somebody.
Like, so I get real self-conscious because I've always felt I look kind of awkward and funny and everything, and I don't really want to be stared at.
That's why you should have gotten there earlier.
I know. I should have gotten there when you got
like
there.
it.
No, I don't.
Oh, yeah. Well, why always make these entrances?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. You know I'm normally early on time. In fact, the
You are.
Joan Rivers party, I was there greeting every guest along with Melissa. But I sat down. Next to Jackie and his beautiful wife, Nancy. Well, I thought looked very lovely.
She looked good, huh?
Oh, she looked real good. And plus, Jackie was a sloppy drunk, so I figured she needed a real man to step in.
This man did fine, pal.
What were you two tete-a-tetting about?
Oh, Nancy was telling me about her career.
Oh, God.
And I actually acted interested.
A typical Donald Trump
Yeah,
move.
right. I go, really? Showcase. Isn't that fascinating? So I sat down next to Jackie and Nancy, and we sat there and we began to wait for this wedding to begin, this Gary wedding.
And even after you got there, there was a long wait.
Oh, my God. What was the delay? Was the priest late? Or
No,
was
we were taking pictures.
Yeah.
And we just got held up.
Why don't you take pictures? But you know what you do now? Now the big thing is to take pictures the day before the wedding.
I'm not going to put on a tuxedo. And it was just seemed ridiculous to do it the day before.
I see. All
we
right.
thought we had time, and apparently we didn't.
I see. So you saw the bride before the...
Yeah. We started taking pictures at, this is no lie, we started taking pictures at 1:45, or about 2 o'clock that afternoon.
Yeah.
And we were still late getting there.
Really?
And we were there for about 2 hours.
Clear your voice.
I'm okay.
No, clear it.
No, it's hard, Howard.
There you go. Yes.
What's hard is you get there and you walk in, you sit down for the
I work with
wedding,
all guys who can't clear their voices. Yeah.
But you sit down there and you can be into a whole reverential thing. But when you're sitting there for 20 minutes, the jokes are coming to your mind. And, we started goofing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, they should have just started the service because we all started goofing
Because
around.
once in a while you'd say something to me and then I'd have something to say back, or you'd say something, and like we'd make a motion like, don't even tell me, because you can't get it going back and forth.
Jackie was cracking jokes through the whole. I was laughing hysterically through the whole ceremony. I couldn't even get into the reverence of the whole thing. And then Jackie would crack jokes, then I started to crack one back. Jackie go, no.
No, you got to be a good boy.
I have to be good. Jackie's
No, because I know how hard. All you got to do is
if
one
you get
of those.
it going.
Well, at one point, the priest made like a reference to K-Rock.
Yeah.
And there was a little laughter, and you heard Jackie you heard him go,
He did his De Niro laugh.
I'm so used to hearing it, I didn't even notice it.
Oh, no, it was real loud.
Oh, really? Well, the priest. So anyway, so the thing finally gets started, and the priest was kind of a young guy and everything. But the Catholic religion, it's no secret. The Catholic religion is among the most negative of religions in the world.
Oh boy.
So he starts to make a little speech, and he started out kind of neat. I said, hey, the Catholic religion is really changing. The younger priests are really getting into it. And because I said to Jackie, hey, the priest looks like Norman Bates. So he goes, yeah, look at that. So anyway, we go. Mother,
let's go look in the cellar.
Yeah, let's go look in the cellar of his house.
He looked kind of cool, didn't he?
Yeah. So anyway,
we hit the lottery getting that priest.
Yeah, you were lucky.
He was really nice and really young, and there was a couple guys we spoke to who were not going to be as happy as he was.
So then we went over to the, the place. What was the name of the place?
The Metropolitan in Glen Cove.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Beautiful place. Because the recording studio is underneath it.
Right.
So we went over there. Did you get lost going there?
No, I accidentally found it.
I mean, I've been to that place a million times and I got lost. But, Fred, you got lost, right?
Yes, because they said you're supposed to go over 107. You never go near 107, I think.
No, it's on 107.
Yeah.
They just don't tell you where to turn on 107.
I ended up by Sears.
So anyway, we went over to the place, and the place was really good. I mean, the food was really good. Gary definitely got his money's worth.
Yeah. It was a wonderful spread.
So they had two different bartenders. Gary dropped some big money on this wedding, I'm telling you.
They gave me more than my money's worth. They gave me,
Well, that's because I was coming. That always happens.
It was. I mean, it was.
But that was good. That was good.
The party was for me and
you know what's weird about your family? Yeah, it was my party.
It really was.
Yeah, right. So
just as long as he got the benefit, I don't mind.
Right.
Do you know? Did you hear that? My best man found out that the staff had been warned. If anybody tried to take a picture with you or get an autograph, that they would be fired.
Well, good, because I got a list of people that they should fire. Oh, man, what a nightmare. People think I'm crazy, because people start making fun of me that I won't get up and dance and stuff. But boy, oh boy, I get up, I finally say, you know what, maybe these people are right. But it was really a weird thing. I had never experienced this before. Your family evidently comes to a wedding. Everyone comes with a camera.
Well, everyone goes to weddings with a camera.
I never saw anything like this.
That's because you take pictures of the bride and the groom. That's
really?
Yeah.
But I'm telling you that
They all had
at the
their
church,
own
they all had their own camera. Wait a second, Fred. I got to make this point. So evidently, his whole family brings camera. I never saw this before. I guess this was a different kind of wedding for me.
It's not uncommon to bring a camera to a wedding. Not at all.
I just never saw. I mean, they were.
I always do.
There were more. There was like a series of cameras. So whatever I would do, if I would sit at my table, I'd be okay. As soon as I got up, even if I hugged somebody, the cameras would just start going up.
Yeah.
So at one point, I'm sitting there eating hors d'oeuvres, and one of Gary's aunts or something, or friends, she starts photographing me, but doing a whole series of photographs. I said, I'll try to ignore it.
Yeah.
So I'm starting to eat and everything, and they're coming around with great food, like they had grilled. Did you taste the grilled swordfish
Yeah,
with
it
the
was
pineapple?
great, yeah.
I recommend this place highly, this place in Glen Cove, where Gary had the wedding. But I'm
They had
starting to
great
eat,
hors d'oeuvres.
and this woman she was just mercilessly taking pictures. I just said, this is unbelievable. I mean, it's really embarrassing. So finally I call her over and I go, lady, you want to take pictures of me? Come over here and sit over here and take a picture with me. Let's get it over with. But you'll be done with it. So we take the pictures, and I wasn't being a big shot. I was trying to be like a regular guy. So we take the pictures, and then after I did that, that was the end of it.
Everybody started.
Everyone just came over, and they weren't even going to pretend. It was real weird. They were taking lots of candids of me, your relatives. Tons of candids, but endlessly. They wouldn't stop. So finally, I just couldn't take it anymore. I said, Jesus Christ, this is endless. I feel very self-conscious. Every time I make a move, they're taking pictures. Every second, they won't stop. So then we went in for dinner. And if I stayed seated, they were okay. They would just take candids. But then if I stood up, then everyone would just line up and start to take pictures of me. Like if I hugged Dominic, they would start. They didn't know who Dominic was, but they'd start taking pictures. Whatever I would do, it was like the weirdest thing. So it started really getting on my nerves. So then everyone said, "Come on, let's go up and dance," because everyone was dancing. I said, "No, I'm not going to dance because then the video guys are going to have me dancing, and then this video is going to end up somewhere, and then all Gary's relatives are going to start taking pictures." So I just stood there and started clapping. So Gary's relatives started taking pictures of me clapping. So then I said to my wife, then all the lights went out. They finished taking the pictures. I figured, hey, now I'll have a dance with my wife. So, okay, we get on the dance floor. They're playing a slow song. I'm dancing with her. So as I'm dancing, Scott's wife says to me, "There's a girl over there videotaping you dancing with your wife." I go, "What do you mean?" Gary's photographer goes, No. There's a girl over there videotaping you. The hat check girl had video camera.
Come on.
Yeah.
The hat check girl?
Come on.
So she starts doing video of me dancing with my wife. And I said, "This is sick." So I go over and I said, "You know something? You're really being a jerk." So why don't you cut it out already? Give me a break. I don't want some girl running around with video of me and my wife dancing. You just feel it's not even that you're being a big shot. It's just that you feel kind of self-conscious.
You know what? You were a great sport about it because you're right. Everyone followed you. In fact, there was one moment.
Yeah.
I had told the photographer that one of the pictures I wanted to get was Mary and myself with you guys are like a second family to me.
You're right.
With the guys from work. So I didn't want to make a big deal out of it. I didn't bring you out to the center of the floor. I came over to your table and we pulled it all together. And as soon as the photographer set up, it was like the place almost tipped to its side.
Yeah. Everybody was there with their cameras.
Everyone was like, great, a group picture. This is a big chance to get everybody.
So then I just ducked down. You'll see in the picture, you don't even see me. Because first of all, Jackie grabbed my genitals during the picture.
He said he was grabbing them the whole time.
But grabbing them. Really taking liberties with me.
Gentle, though.
But he said you said you liked it.
It wasn't horrible. It wasn't that bad. He's got a good touch.
You didn't scream. I didn't hear you wince, and you stayed there.
If you're going to have another guy grab you and massage you, it might as well be Jackie. Well, he was rubbing,
It was time to prove my love.
And he definitely was in love. He was drunk and he was grabbing me. And then I just started laughing so hard that while they were taking the picture, I think I was passed out in the back. But I don't know, this whole thing. So I started getting uptight with the photographs, and I vowed that I wouldn't. But then Gary's photographer came over while I was dancing with my wife, and I just finished yelling at the hat check girl. So then I started yelling at him, and I said, "What am I, Michael J. Fox or something?"
Because I know you came back to the table, you were a man on fire.
I was totally disgusted with myself.
I told you, Robin, I told you.
Yeah, and then I said, you know why I start getting a man on fire? Because I go, I should just sit at the table and keep my mouth shut.
Yeah.
But then everyone started, like Jackie and Nancy started me, "What are you doing? Come on, have fun. It's for Gary." And I go, yeah, have fun. But, it gets weird. You feel very, very self-conscious. Because I always think, when you see, Michael J. Fox or somebody, making a big deal about pictures and yanking enough of the pictures, but it's just that you don't feel like you're part of the party. You feel like everything you do is becoming a circus. And Gary's family is hard up for pictures. You know what we ought to do? Just why don't we send them all autographed pictures or something, and they wouldn't have taken so many pictures.
I told everybody. I told everyone that worked there, and I told the video guy and the.
But imagine every time you get up, every time you put a fork in your mouth, there's somebody. All of a sudden, I look to my left, and there's a woman clicking away.
There's a flash
and I go, "Holy cow!" This is embarrassing.
You know what is even worse though is when you're standing there trying to have a conversation with somebody, and one of Gary's family members comes up and says, "I want a picture with Robin," and they hand the camera to the person you're talking to.
I did a series of photographs with Aunt Kay on my lap, with her arms around me, making out with me, kissing me. That me and Aunt Kay.
And Katie.
And then there was another woman with a son who has a catering business or something, a restaurant, and it's no big deal, but I wanted to actually go out and have some fun with everybody, but I
thought you stuck it out a long time.
Yeah, I was having a good time. I thought we had a pretty good time.
We had a great time.
Richard Simmons, of course, has to do a whole thing where he comes and then he has to leave.
Right, he always has to make an exit for some reason.
He was the guy screaming, "I can't wait for Gary's wedding. I can't wait for Gary's wedding. What are you going to wear?"
And he cried more than anyone else.
Richard Simmons sat through the service crying, blubbering like a baby, and it's just so inappropriate. Gary's mother wasn't crying like that.
My friend said it looked like a Dealer Meal commercial.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. It was unbelievable.
He was just wet.
And that woman he brought with him, who he calls his fiancée, she's married.
Yes.
I knew I was right about that.
I remember that from the last time, because the last time she came, he said he had already married her, and she was wearing a wedding ring that time.
She's married.
She didn't wear it this time.
She's been married for years. But he sat there, he wore a little vest, and he didn't wear a jacket, he wore a vest.
But you know what was really weird? My mom said that she saw him on the way out, and he went to the bathroom to get changed into his shorts. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He couldn't fly.
It's uncomfortable for him to be in anything but those shorts.
Yeah, with the penis hanging out.
Because he had his vest on, and then he had to go back. And my friend said he saw him get changed. He said the shorts, when they're off him, are about the size of your fist.
Right. They're little tight short shorts where the penis is accentuated.
Yes.
Yeah, it's accentuated. But that was weird. I think he has this move when he leaves. He doesn't say goodbye to anyone.
He didn't say goodbye to me.
Right.
Well, what's funny was when you and Mary took your first dance.
Yeah.
Richard said, I think we ought to have lunch first, and it looks like to me you'd be into that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was just relentless. We're in the middle of the wedding. Gary's about to take his vows and everything. And who was it? It was Dan Foreman, our TV producer, turns around to me and he goes, "Dominic, 275.
Dominic pulled a really funny thing at the reception that I sort of got a kick out of.
What did Dominic give you for a gift?
Well, this is a funny thing. Dominic acted like the Godfather. Do you remember that scene in The Godfather where they're down in Cuba and Michael, they're at him in the party, and he just grabs him and kisses him?
Yeah.
Dominic grabs me by the head. He had his sunglasses on, and he puts his mouth right to my ear, and he goes, "This is a beautiful thing. I've sent a check in the mail, and I've got a special gift coming for you." And then he kissed me, and, it was just weird. It was like the Godfather.
Yeah, Dominic likes to kiss guys. That's his big thing, his big move. He thinks that's very Italian. To put your arm around someone and then start making out with them.
It's just sort of weird how he grabbed me in the middle of the dance floor and whispered in my ear.
Yeah. Come on.
With those sunglasses on, didn't you think he looked like security at the wedding?
He was security at the wedding. He just didn't know it. What did he give you?
I don't know, because he said he was sending it in the mail.
Everybody was wondering what Dan Foreman gave.
Wonder what Dan gave.
Everybody involved in the show gave
very generous.
Really did.
Very generous,
really
yes. Even Jackie? Did Jackie go to the 500?
I'm not going to say what anybody gave. Just I'm really, I would never do that.
What'd you give Jackie?
I'm not telling. It's very private. It's up to Gary.
No, it's up to you.
Oh,
I would never
it's
say
up to
a
you,
word.
Jackie.
I would never say anything.
I would much rather have you not know.
Did you go more? I know, but I'm saying, did you go more than 300? Did we embarrass you into it?
I'm not sure.
Come on, I'm curious.
Not telling.
He finally has something to say on the show and he can't.
Sorry.
Did you go more than 300?
Maybe.
He's always such a contributor.
Oh, shut up.
Jackie said he was going to give you 200, then we shamed him into 300, and I think Fred shamed him into 500. So we're guessing 500.
I think you guys shamed a lot of people because we got some really great gifts.
Yeah, we definitely. I wish I had someone at my wedding who would have shamed my family. Yeah.
I think you just shamed the whole world with the good gifts.
Yeah.
But
we had to shame everyone.
Can I say one quick thing? I really would, more than anybody, I would like to thank you guys because you guys are really like a family to me, and I really appreciated the fact that you sat through all that, and you guys were really the life of the party.
Well, your father couldn't believe it either. Did you see that moment when he came over and started getting into your teeth with Jackie?
Yeah.
What he really came over to do was this, I know I raised a good kid, but it's good to see you people turn out after all that stuff you do to him on the air and really show me he is a good kid.
Yeah. Well, it's always a little icy when I see Gary's mom at first, and she goes, I go, Mrs. Delabate, I really do love your son. And she goes, I know. You know, it's like, she's even browbeaten.
My father tells me she yells at the radio.
Yeah, I
She
know.
listens and she
Yeah,
goes,
and half the relatives there hated me. So it was like, what are you going to do?
Yeah, that was the other thing. His father told me that, she's in there screaming at the radio and running for the phone, and he has to tackle her because he knows that would be even worse.
But I try to explain to Gary's parents that what I'm doing for him is what they should have done for him when he was young. Teach him.
Is that what you said?
I said, yeah, I'm undoing all the harm they did.
Do you want to get your own place, or are you happy saying that?
No, I love it at home. Yeah, that's my favorite times are from when I was a baby till now. I'd be all bored and by myself if I was on my own. And I have the best family and best mom and daddy in the world.
Good.
Yeah.
Andrew CH asks, I hear you call Shuli and other staffers randomly with different voices and songs. How does someone get on that special list?
Basically, the first, I guess you just have to be persistent. I think that's in Luke's gospel, persistency. Let us proclaim the mystery of faith. And I just kept, so eventually they have to pick up whoever it is that I'm calling. After the 99th phone call, eventually they're going to answer. And then it becomes a rotation for me because I always make calls in numbers. So if I do one, I have to hit the rest of the list in my head until I can walk away from the phone.
It's kind of an OCD thing, it sounds like.
Yeah, and sometimes I get grounded and I'm away from the phone for 6 months, and then it builds up even more.
Really?
Yeah, for the astronomical phone bills. And I won't be able to use the phone for a few months. So.
Do you not have unlimited minutes?
Well, no, not really. It's like I said, it's a landline, and there's a quadrant of the phone bill that it says New York City calls. So, and then there was before we got the long distance plan, which has sort of quelled it a little. There was calls all over the country to different, to Rick Dees and different, but not their on-air shows, their back offices. I had giveaways and stuff that I would do. Hi, good morning. How do you doing? It's 76 degrees outside right now. In Oslo, Scotland, in Oslo, Norway, it's about 29 degrees, and the sun is out all day long. It's perfect for doing poopies in the pool. And then I would just call all different back offices, and then they would hang up and stuff. But it was good practice.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do. I mean, you gotta use, you've got to be resourceful. You have a rotary phone, you have a phone upstairs. So you just start, that's how you start. But it's always more fun on the phone because you can, talk deeper and stuff. Whereas in person, you really can't. Because my voice goes up higher.
Right.
Nervous.
Question from Michael W. Michael asks, do you still fantasize, think about the time that Lisa G rubbed you and you jizzed in your britches? And part 2, have you even lost your virginity? So let's start with part 1. Do you still think back fondly on Lisa?
Yeah, actually, she was in my dream a little bit last night because I knew I was coming here.
What's happening? Did you?
Uh,
You did?
Oh, no. Are you serious?
He's touching it. Look, he's touching himself.
Stop it. And I just saw her this morning and I gave her a hug. So, yeah, I always ask her, I always wanted her to visit me in my dreams. What was the second part again?
Have you lost your virginity?
No, I'm saving myself. I'm gonna be a good girl. Yeah, good boy, actually.
Is that too much?
Question from Steve H. Steve asks, how much planning goes into a call, and how crushing is it when you get cut off early?
Like we said before, it's a few minutes planning, and I never really know if I've gotten picked up on or hung up on. I can't tell because, like I said, it's a rotary phone, and I'm just doing whatever, and I can't tell if I've gotten hung up on or even if I've gotten picked up on. So there's not really anything crushing about it.
All right. Thank you, Mad Dog.
That's about 9 hours from now.
Oh, thank you, Gary. All right, Gary.
Okay, I got to run.
All right, bye.
Bye.
So when you're not responding to people talking, it's because the phone's just down and you're just playing.
Yeah,
You're not.
or it's here.
You don't even
It's
hear
too
them
loud
answer.
into my other ear, and I can't hear. So either way, I don't get crushed by it. But I can understand the question. I understand what you mean. Thanks, Sean. Steve.
Either one.
Hi, Steve. Hi, Sean.
Andy H. asks, how many voices do you do? So let's go through some of the staff. Give me the name of the person first so that everyone at home knows who you're doing.
Freckles. I love Freckles.
Okay.
Tracy Nolan.
Oh, okay. I didn't use a
Douche.
special nickname for her.
Yeah, because she's got the cute little freckles
She
here.
does.
And
Sour. I know that was you. Sour. I'm hanging up right now. Douche. I'm going to beat your nasty little boy ass. Douche.
Who else do you do from the show? Give me the run through.
Benji. No, what? No. Don't turn. No.
that's because his microphone got turned off. Yeah. Robin.
I was just about to say that.
Fred.
We probably should.
Nicolas Cage.
Who's, by the way, hey, it's Gary. Hello. Nicolas Cage is Mark Coppola's older brother, cousin or brother. Right.
There's a fine line between character acting and method acting. And if you don't buy into it, the audience will never buy in. And then you're indicating.
Robin Williams. Hello. It's the Battle of the Bulge. Big, thick Wisconsin girls eating cheese and sausage on Lake Michigan.
And Rosie O'Donnell. She sounds like Ray Romano. I kill him with kindness. Okay. I see where you're going here, huh? You look cute. I like what you're wearing. You got your hair up, nice dangling earrings. Hey, stop that! Hey, Robin! Oh, come on! Huh? Stop it now!
I want to thank Sour for taking the time to answer the questions that you, the fans, submitted. Keep sending your questions in. You can tweet them, you can Facebook them, you can email them, you can even send in a video submission and be a part of the show. And remember, this is your show, so don't screw it up. Until next time, I'm Rachel Fine. I hope you had a fine time. I want to make sure you have a fine time, and I have a special request. You're welcome, Justin O.
Oh my God, what's it gonna do?
Well, he's asked me, and this is what I do for a fine time guest, to come over and give you a little shoulder massage and see how this. I feel uncomfortable with this, Justin O. But thank you for this. Did you have a fine time today? Yeah, you did. This just got really. Can I not be doing this to the 8-year-old girl?
You don't even seem to understand the show. You just ruin everything. You gotta be funny in here. I can't wait for you guys to see this on Howard TV.
Daily shows, classics, and exclusive behind-the-scenes access.
Well, that's gonna be on Howard TV.
The funniest, sexiest, most star-studded network on TV is Howard TV On Demand.
Hey, Stern fans, welcome to Fine Time, the show where you, the fans, get the opportunity to ask questions and interact with your favorite Stern Show staffers, Whack Packers, and celebrity superfans. I'm your host, Rachel Fine. Now, my guest today is a musical genius and a master of impressions. He's constantly calling the back office and entertaining our interns with his many voices and singing and piano playing. And if he does make it through on air, good luck getting a straight answer out of him. He's a middle-aged man who lives at home with his parents and who's best known for some infamous prank phone calls to Steve Langford. Please help me welcome this unique, one-of-a-kind talent, Sour Shoes.
Hello.
Hello. Who's this? Who am I talking to now?
Hi, good. Miley Sour.
This is off to an amazing start.
Yeah,
we got
I'm jealous of your hair.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what to say to that. Question from Sean L. I'm going to jump in. Have you ever thought of going to karaoke night? I bet your social life would jump to a 10 if you did that.
Oh, hi, Sean.
I would be happy if it jumped to a 9, professionally and personally.
Yeah, I've been taken to a couple of karaoke's from my brothers and sisters, and it's been great. In fact, I'm going to load some up on my I have some vinyl of some the songs that I sang, and I'll try to load that up. Maybe GP page 909 in blue.
Question from Michael W. Michael asks, how much preparation goes into your calls, and will you ever buy a new keyboard, or are you too attached to that giant old one that you carry around with you?
Yeah, I'm too attached to the giant one that I carry around. Probably about 9 minutes goes into preparing for a phone call. Yeah, I'd say about
9 minutes.
Yeah.
Is it seriously kind of off the cuff, or are you just ready to go with it?
But sometimes in the morning I wake up with an idea. Yeah, and then it does take a while to get through on the phone. Sometimes I don't, so it actually turns into...
From 9 minutes to maybe 3 hours and 9 minutes.
Where are you calling from? Oh, Sheboygan. We've got a prize package to the Sheboygan Sausage Festival, Alan Kirschfeld. It's an all-expenses-yours trip. How does that sound, caller?
Excellent. Question from Ann H. Ann asks, have you ever tried an impression of Howard, and could you?
I run compression through my balls up through here, and that's why my voice is louder. Because when I started
back in 1983, I talked like this. I sounded like this. Hey, I'm you're my dog, huh? I'll put mommy on the phone, huh?
Oh, shut up, Howard. I just want to know if you wanted to play doubles tennis.
Yeah. Huh? Hey, Robin, he's calling into my show. He hangs outside my meetings and takes my ideas. WNBC Toto kicks off a long set of music.
Yeah, I can't really do them that well, but that's what I usually try to do.
Been working on that.
Sometimes, yeah, I like to, when it's over the phone, though, it's a little bit more nasally. So it sounds a bit like it, a little more like it. Go find some perfume, you homo.
Yeah.
Awesome. Question from Clayton B. Clayton asks, when the Stern Show ends, presumably at the end of Howard's contract in 2015, what are you going to do with all of your free time? And assuming you continue to call into other shows that not all of us necessarily have access to, will there be a way that your fans can still hear your brilliance at work?
No, I won't call in anymore. That'll be the last time.
That's the end for you?
Yeah. That's the beautiful thing about this show. The voicemail, I can leave about
109 messages
every weekend, but once the show finishes, that's all. It's until the contract gets renewed again, which it probably will.
So would you have any plans for what you want your life to look like after?
No, I wouldn't know what to do.
Wow.
Yeah. So I have to say I don't want it to end.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Bill C. asks, despite your unorthodox life and lack of commercial success, you seem genuinely fulfilled creatively. Is there a place that you wish your career would have gone, and if so, where is it?
Oh, I want to be a lefty because he said unorthodox, though. Because I can throw lefty and righty now.
Oh.
Because I've been practicing like 9 feet from the wall, so I can throw lefty as good as I can throw righty. So I'd like to be a spot reliever, just like with calling in. Sometimes I come in off the bench and I'm used every couple of months for a phone call. That's what I would have liked to have been, pitching from the left-hand side out of the bullpen.
Yeah. Well, hey, that's baseball. If you got a pulse and you're left-handed, well, hey, listen, you can pitch to your 105 or about 109.
Were there any real career aspirations for you?
Well, probably what I'm doing now seems to be what I always wanted to do. I'm doing direct care for Autism Speaks.
Cool.
So I kind of like it because it incorporates a lot of different activities that I run with the little ones, like taking them out to the park. Doing subjects with them, playing some music on the guitar, bass, and piano for them, and seeing. I really want to try and find a way to use what I'm doing here on a broader scale to maybe help a larger majority of people that have autism. If I can find something that's working with them, then I could incorporate it on a broader scale.
Very cool.
So that's really where I'm at right now, and I'm doing some part-time stuff that I've been doing since junior high school, which is Roy Rogers Fast Food, which is great because the manager he's promoting me every other month, to do different things. Like, but the problem I did the other day was I scheduled 14 different people on an unbusy Saturday night. So, no, you just can't do it. Mickey, you just can't schedule 9 to 14 different people, and it's so dead in here. And then this kid made 9 trays of chicken, which I told everybody back in November, and he did the same thing again, so he can go out with, hi, Sam. And I got in trouble for that too because he thought the chicken wouldn't have been used, and then all of a sudden, this big bus came from school, and they took all the chicken. They were going to a sporting event, and it turned out that we used it all. Mickey, that's not the point. And you just don't do it. You just don't cook a bunch of food, so you can bring them leftovers. So that's going well. Yeah.
Joseph M. asks, do your parents ever get annoyed with all the phone calls and organ playing in the house?
There was time before I moved back upstairs where my room was when I was probably around, when I was about 19 months old. I went upstairs and stayed there I came out of the crib and went upstairs and was there till about 19 years old. And then, but for about 4 or 5 years, I was downstairs closer to them. and that's when the calls started picking up. So they would never say it, but I bet it was a little bit too loud. So now back upstairs, the last 9 years, you really can't hear. There's like a buffer because it's older side of the house. It's next to the attic.
Do you want to get your own place, or are you happy staying there?
No, I love it at home. Yeah, that's my favorite times are from when I was a baby till now. I'd be all bored and by myself if I was on my own. And I have the best family and best mom and daddy in the world.
Good.
Yeah.
Andrew CH asks, I hear you call Shuli and other staffers randomly with different voices and songs. How does someone get on that special list?
Basically, the first, I guess you just have to be persistent. I think that's in Luke's gospel, persistency. Let us proclaim the mystery of faith. And I just kept, so eventually they have to pick up whoever it is that I'm calling. After the 99th phone call, eventually they're going to answer. And then it becomes a rotation for me because I always make calls in numbers. So if I do one, I have to hit the rest of the list in my head until I can walk away from the phone.
It's kind of an OCD thing, it sounds like.
Yeah, and well, sometimes I get grounded and I'm away from the phone for 6 months, and then it builds up even more.
Really?
Yeah, for the astronomical phone bills. And I won't be able to use the phone for a few months. So.
Do you not have unlimited minutes?
Well, no, not really. It's like I said, it's a landline, and there's a quadrant of the phone bill that it says New York City calls. So, and then there was a whole before we got the long distance plan, which has sort of quelled it a little. There was calls all over the country to different, to Rick Dees and different, but not their on-air shows, their back offices. I had giveaways and stuff that I would do.
Hey, good morning. It's sitting at 76 degrees outside right now. You know, in Oslo, Scotland, in Oslo, Norway, it's about 29 degrees, and the sun is out all day long. It's perfect for doing poopies in the pool.
And then I would just call all different back offices, and then they would hang up and stuff. But it was good practice.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do. I mean, you gotta use, you've got to be resourceful. You have a rotary phone, phone upstairs. So you just start, that's how you start. But it's always more fun on the phone because you can, talk deeper and stuff. Whereas in person, you really can't. Because I don't know, my voice goes up higher.
Right.
I get nervous.
Question from Michael W. Michael asks, do you still fantasize, think about the time that Lisa G rubbed you and you jizzed in your britches? And part two, have you even lost your virginity? So let's start with part one. Do you still think back fondly on Lisa?
Yeah, actually, she was in my dream a little bit last night because I knew I was coming here.
What's happening? Did you come? You did?
Oh, no. Are you serious?
He's touching him. Look, he's touching himself.
Stop it. And I just saw this morning and I gave her a hug. So, yeah, I always ask her, I always want her to visit me in my dreams. What was the second part again?
Have you lost your virginity?
No, I'm saving myself. I'm going to be a good girl. Yeah, good boy, actually.
Said too much.
Question from Steve H. Steve asks, how much planning goes into a call and how crushing is it when you get cut off early?
Like we said before, it's a few minutes planning. And I never really know if I've gotten picked up on or hung up on. I can't tell because, like I said, it's a rotary phone and I'm just doing whatever and I can't tell if I've gotten hung up on or even if I've gotten picked up on. So there's not really anything crushing about it.
All right. Thank you, Mad Dog.
That's about 9 hours.
Oh, thank you, Gary. All right, Gary.
Okay, I got to run.
All right, bye.
Bye.
So when you're not responding to people talking, it's because the phone's just down and you're just playing.
Yeah,
You're not.
or it's here.
You don't even
It's too
hear them.
loud into my other ear and I can't hear. Either way, I don't get crushed by it. But I can understand the question. I understand what you mean. Thanks, Sean. Steve.
Either one.
Hi, Steve. Hi, Sean.
Andy H. asks, how many voices do you do? So let's go through some of the staff. Give me the name of the person first so that everyone at home knows who you're doing.
Freckles. Sure. I love Freckles.
Okay.
Tracy Nolan.
Oh, okay. I didn't use a special nickname for her.
Yeah, because she's got
I want to thank Sauer for taking the time to answer the questions that you, the fans, submitted. Keep sending your questions in. You can tweet them, you can Facebook them, you can email them, you can even send in a video submission and be a part of the show. And remember, this is your show, so don't screw it up. Until next time, I'm Rachel Fine. I hope you had a fine time. I want to make sure you have a fine time, and I have a special request. You're welcome, Justin O.
Oh my God, what's it gonna be?
Well, he's asked me, and this is what I do for a fine time guest, to come over and give you a little shoulder massage and see how this. I don't feel uncomfortable with this, Justin O, but thank you for this. Did you have a fine time today? Yeah, you did. This just got really. Can I not be doing this to the 8-year-old girl?
This is a Howard TV original production.
On this episode, Howard and Beth become foster parents to these little guys. After they become attached to them, will they be able to say goodbye?
No, I just need a tissue.
What's your problem? Testing 1, 2. Baba Booey.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
My work with North Shore Animal League America started 10 years ago, and since then I've been a volunteer, I've been a spokesperson. We love our household with our 4 adopted cats from North Shore Animal League. We have Leon Bear, who's 22 pounds. We have Charlie Boy, who's 18 pounds.
Right, we have some big cats.
And we have Apple, and then we have Walter. So we do already have a house full of cats.
I was always sort of a cat person, but I really, people go, well, they're not like dogs, but they are. Our cats follow us around the house all day. They're great animals, great pets. Beth's very active in North Shore Animal League. I'm very pleased to be peripherally involved. Not as much as Beth, but...
You're really involved, especially
not
now.
Like you,
well, in light of our recent situation.
Beth announced to me the other day that we're fostering 6 kittens.
Oh my God.
The kittens have no mother, so the kittens are so little, they had to be
She has to feed them?
Well, I think she's breastfeeding these kittens herself. I'm not kidding. A recent situation is now we are foster parents to many cats, little kittens.
I went to a local municipal shelter, and I knew that the cats were in danger of being euthanized, so I decided to grab a litter and foster the litter.
So what Beth and I are doing is we open up our home. Beth gets them very young, feeds them, socializes them. I photograph them. Beth, takes them under her wing and really takes care of them.
You name them.
I name them. You got Tarzan. He was the first one.
He was that cute tabby that fell in, that immediately was taken with you. Like, he ran right up to you, was always at your feet, gazing in your eyes.
Yeah, I felt like he was mine, and he would be on his back, and I'd rub his belly, and I just fell in love with him right away.
Then the 2 orange guys.
That's Kimosabi and Tonto. Then we had these 2 females. We had Brenda Starr.
Hi, Brenda Starr. You're so pretty. You are a pretty girl.
And Ophelia after Robin. They were really great, very photogenic, by the way, because I would take them and they would actually pose for me. I'd take a pair of shoes, put them in the pair of shoes. Those 2, Ophelia and Brenda, they were great. Finally, there was Gwyneth.
You just knew them so well after being with them for, I guess it was 3.5 weeks total.
Yeah.
Everywhere you look, there's a kitten.
I said to Beth, we can't let go of these kittens.
You actually asked me if we could adopt Tarzan.
Right.
You go, can we please keep him? And then I said, I'm that person that's supposed to say that to you. But I really committed to the foster program at North Shore Animal Lake, and I knew that I was nurturing these kittens to give handoff to great families. I had my people from North Shore Animal Lake America with me. We went through every single application, and we really were excited that there were a couple people that wanted to double adopt. These are my top picks, and it is exactly who your top picks were. Yay. So we've come to, now we're going to call them and tell them the news, and I feel like a mother, and I feel very proud to call these people. I would be honored for you to take two brothers. I'm hoping that you will take Tonto and Kimasabi, however you named them.
We'd love to bring them into the home and, make them ours, and as well as the rest of our gang. So thank you very much.
After sifting through, reading these applications, I really felt like we came up with these fabulous families. I have two very, very special little girls, two little tabbies that I think would be a wonderful addition to your home.
I am just so excited.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Hey, bye-bye.
He got so excited. He was so excited. It was really emotional for me, and the excitement and joy in these people's voices. You are now going to be Tarzan's mother.
Oh, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. We really had our hearts set on, picking one of these babies, so it really means a lot to us too.
Oh, I'm really emotional, and I cannot wait to meet you. These families were really great families.
We're so excited.
You are?
Yes.
I'm excited too. Well, do you want to hear who's going to be joining your family?
Absolutely.
Her name is Gwyneth, and she's the cutest white kitten with some little black dots on her, and she is just, I gotta say, one of my favorites. She's just a doll.
That's the one you had up on the Twitter feed?
Oh yes. She's
the white one? Oh, yeah.
She's the one on the plate.
Awesome. Yeah, that's the one my daughter wanted.
Oh, you're kidding! Oh my God, are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. I have goosebumps. Well, I'm so excited. Thanks, Dave.
Take care.
Bye. Mission accomplished.
Yay!
Thanks, guys. Girls. So I heard their voices, but I had yet to meet them. And it wasn't until the day, about a week later, that after they were all spayed and neutered, that I got to meet everybody at North Shore Animal Lake. I fell madly in love with these little guys, and even now I'm emotional thinking about them. But that was a very, very rough day for me.
I just need a tissue or something. I have. You can do it. You can do it. Yes, it's a mommy waiting. You're so silly.
I cried like a baby. I met every family, and I had to hand off each kitten to these wonderful people whose applications were so stellar.
Fitzpatrick. Oh.
Hello. Surprise.
Jeffrey.
Hi. How are you?
Hi. So nice. I'm gonna hug you. That day that I had to say goodbye to them and hand them off to their new families was like a part of me was leaving. This is Kimasabi. so happy to be handing her over to such a beautiful family. Well, Howard and I, we kind of put together our thoughts on the two of them, and I wrote out just little things about their personalities. I spent time writing up individual synopsis about each cat, and I put the type of food that they liked and special rubs on their bellies, who liked what, and I put that together, and I also give them the Bianca's Furry Friends Facebook page. I set up a Facebook page called Bianca's Furry Friends, Beth's Fosters, and I already have pictures of the whole litter up. And I really would love if you joined. I want your home address or your mailing address, because Howard took some great shots of them, and we were going to make some prints and have them sign them for you guys.
That would be awesome.
I knew these kittens so well, and I remember smelling every one of them. I even recognized their smell, their individual smells, kissing them, handing them off. Oh, I know their smells and everything. Good boy, you have a great life. Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, just goodbye for now.
It was such a bittersweet, beautiful thing handing them over, but yet I felt like pieces of me were being taken away. All right, can I hand this over to you? You carry that for me?
And her toy, you can put her toy in the carrier with her.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Best of luck with her. She's amazing.
Do you think it will ever get any easier for us every time we hand off a batch of kittens? I don't know. I mean, it's a very difficult thing to do, but we keep telling ourselves, well, this is so great. These kittens wouldn't have had a home, or, maybe they would have. Who knows?
Empty pen of fosters. They've all been handed off to their new incredible families. This has been so bittersweet and emotional. But let's walk over to the new crop that I'm taking home. Howard and I are going to be very busy with these 4. We weren't really sure I was going to grab another batch of kittens when I handed off our kittens, so I grabbed the mama cat and her babies, and then I thought, what the heck? Let's get another litter that I found over here. And then the little orange guy was by himself, so I threw him into the mix too. We have 2 girls, 2 boys, 2 little gray girls, orange boy, tabby boy, and they're gonna be coming home with me today probably for the next 3 weeks. And then over here, which underneath that towel, there's a mama cat who's probably about 2 years old with itsy bitsy tiny 3 little week-old kittens. And they're coming home too. That empty feeling of all of the 6 that had been given to families, I had a whole new batch to take care of. So I put all my energy into them. Now that's Mama Cat and her 3 little itsy bitsy week-old babies. So I can't wait to see what Howard's gonna name her. She's beautiful though.
Right now we have a mother cat, Grace.
Yeah, let's go see them. Hey, you guys.
She has 3 kittens. They're still breastfeeding. Literally, we got them 3 days old, these kittens. They are living in our house right now, getting prepared to, for adoption. I'd love to see the 3 kittens and the mother all go to the same house. But that's a dream. They're so great.
Beth, thank you for everything that you do for animals. It's through you that we learned about North Shore. It's through you that we've kind of, contributed what we have to North Shore. And, through the show, we heard about the cats, and, we bring up cats, we raise cats, we always go and save cats. So we feel lucky to have these 2 cats.
We're really honored to have him and to be selected, and we will, they have our promise that we'll be an excellent family for him. And we're just really excited. We're really excited, and thank you.
North Shore and Beth and Howard have made a family of 4 really, really happy. Everybody at North Shore's just been really, really gracious, and we're really excited to have these cats in our household.
Thank you, Howard and Beth. We're so excited to add her to our family. She's going to be in a loving home.
Thank you so much for picking us.
I didn't know I'd be so emotional about this project and certainly not understand all the emotions that would come out of me, but I feel like we're doing really something great. Like it's a small thing, but it's rewarding. It really is. And it's great to have the support of the audience. Look, I know there's some people watching this going, what the fuck are you carrying on about? And what do you care?
Blame me.
Yeah, but Beth brought me into this, and I'm glad she
What do you think, girl?
His name is Tarzan. He's our new baby kitty.
You don't even seem to understand the show. You just ruin everything. You got to be funny in here. I can't wait for you guys to see this on Howard TV.
Daily shows, classics, and exclusive behind-the-scenes access.
Well, that's going to be on Howard TV.
The funniest, sexiest, most star-studded network on TV is Howard TV On Demand.
What happens when Howard Stern's staff asks him the questions they've always wanted answered? It's time to Ask Howard with Rachel Fine.
All right, Howard, are you ready?
I am ready. Let's do it, Rachel. Come on.
Sal Governale wants to know.
How would you like to be best remembered?
I think in terms of professionally, I'd like to be remembered as a guy who was an innovator and someone who really succeeded in his mission. And that mission always was and always will be to make somebody laugh while they're driving their car. You know, to make that commute less boring. I get a lot of Twitters and emails and tweets where people say, hey, I was in my car and I couldn't leave. So I always feel mission accomplished. And that still turns me on. And from a personal standpoint, and I don't know that I'm there yet, but I would like people to say, wow, he was a good friend and somebody who was interested and cared. Yeah.
Question from Jeremy Lipkin of the Tapes team. He asks,
what advice would 2013 Howard give to 1979 Howard?
I would say don't be so hungry that you actually say things you might regret. That, yes, be fearless, do whatever's natural, but I don't necessarily have to make everything about me.
I got married when I was 23 years old. I never lived on my own.
Me neither.
So I had to go into an individual thing.
Me too.
I had to get my own place.
Me too. Shut up over there.
I would say, hey, Howard, why don't you get your ego in check? And if a guest is sitting there, it doesn't have to be about you. And also I'd say somehow work out that compulsion that makes you think you have to have every listener in the world. You never can have every listener in the world. It's never going to happen, even though you think somehow magically you could. I think those things would have helped me not to be so much a better performer. Maybe it would have, but it would have made me enjoy my career more. And I would also say to young Howard, go out and have a life a bit, because I was so career obsessed, and I still am. I still need career. If I'm going to be in it, I'm obsessed. But you've got to have some balance in your life. I found it very difficult. I'm one track, and most guys are, but I'm really one track. Yeah, I would have said have a little bit of fun. You're entitled.
question from Doug Goodstein at Howard TV.
What do you think is the biggest misconception the public has about you?
I think that there's a segment of the population out there who only thinks that I'm some guy who gets on the air and talks about women's boobs and dick jokes and that kind of thing. They think that there's nothing more sophisticated going on the show. My suspicion is they've never heard the show, or they heard it once and perhaps I was doing something completely over the top, which I'm known to do, but I think the show has a lot more intelligence behind us. I don't think we're just like slapstick Three Stooges where we take a woman and stick her on the Sybian. I think that somehow there's a perception that I forced women to do that, or I'm curious about human behavior. And to me, sexuality is such a taboo that it seemed to me, especially on terrestrial radio, that to explore sexuality, to ask women about their sexuality, men about their sexuality, men about penis size, masturbation, I think has only been healthy, what we do. But if that's the perception of me, that I'm just some gross guy who only knows how to say dirty words. I once heard an interview with Larry King, and he said, oh, Howard Stern, what he does is tell me what not to say, and I'll say it. If that really was my career, how could I have survived in a business and thrived for, I don't know, how many years we're going on now, 35, 40 years. How could that have happened? That's ridiculous. So there isn't that misconception.
This was a great episode. Thank you so much.
This was fun, Rachel.
I enjoyed
Very
it.
professional, unlike the rest of the staff.
Thank you, sir.
Right.
seem to understand the show. You just ruin everything. You got to be funny in here. I can't wait for you guys to see this on Howard TV.
Daily shows, classics, and exclusive behind-the-scenes access.
Well, that's going to be on Howard TV.
The funniest, sexiest, most star-studded network on TV is Howard TV On Demand.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
On Tuesday's wrap-up show, we had two big guests and two big topics. One was JD to talk about his time in the studio with Lisa Ann. And, of course, we had Richard in his Metallica shirt talking about what he'd be willing to do to sit in front of Metallica in studio. Lots of detailed conversation for you to enjoy. JD Harmeyer and Richard Christie joining us, of course. Richard shockingly wearing a Metallica shirt.
Yeah, and Metallica shoes. Don't forget that. I have Kill 'Em All shoes on.
Do you have Metallica boxers?
Yeah, I have Ride the Lightning boxers.
Metallica or Striper? Because they're both your favorite. So Metallica or Striper?
I can't choose a favorite. I'm Metallica.
Yeah, you better choose Metallica. For the people in the metal community kill you.
I know. I get a lot of shit about liking Striper.
Will you be wearing a Metallica shirt the rest of the
Every
live
day?
days
until they come in?
Yes.
Yeah.
Will you be wearing that Metallica shirt every day?
Yeah.
No, are you serious?
No, I'll change it up a little bit. I got,
How many Metallica shirts do you have?
I have a bunch. But a lot of them are my double XL from my heavier days.
Were you double XL?
I was XL and double XL, yeah. Yeah, so I might have to invest in some Ls.
Can we talk to him now, what we're talking about in the back office?
Sure.
You were getting some shit in the back office.
Uh-oh.
Somebody was complaining, and I thought they had a valid argument that you came to me to complain that people were getting Metallica tickets too easily. So you created a quiz, and then when a guy got all three wrong, you gave him the tickets anyway, so you didn't really stand tall.
It's Howard's decision,
No,
not
you
mine.
said gave him the tickets.
I felt bad for the guy. I know how Howard feels with this stuff. I mean, the guy was trying, and he seemed passionate.
But you were like, this is bullshit. You guys are just giving these tickets away to people who don't care.
But you know what? He did name some, early Metallica songs and albums.
He thought Injustice for All was their first album.
I know.
Come on.
You asked him to name 3 songs. That's what got him to win the tickets. Can you name 3 Metallica
songs that were mentioned on the show all day?
I'm a pushover. What can I say?
We were waiting for you to tell Howard to hang up the phone.
I can't be mean to people that want to go see Metallica.
Now, I mean, Gary's half joked about Striper, but you say stuff is your favorite all the time. You have a lot of favorites. But with Metallica, it seems like you're willing to go even further to be in studio and see them live right in front of you.
Well, I mean, to be the chance. I mean, how many people get the chance to watch a private Metallica show? It's going to be Benji, Fred, and Howard in the studio. So that's 3 people watching Metallica. If I get to be the 4th person, it's like a fan's dream come true.
Willing to do shots of your own cum or other, but not other people's cum. That was the other weird thing that what people were saying. Like, were you going to drink Jose's cum?
No. Sal made me clear on what this was. I said, okay.
Sal, the voice of clarity.
Yeah. He reminded me of what I said I'd do. I won't drink Jose's cum, but I'd be willing to put mine in my mouth and spitball it into his mouth.
Right. And what makes you think he wants to do that?
There's 0 chance he's going to want to do that. So I don't have to worry about it.
We were even today, you've been married for a while now. You just went on a nice romantic vacation with your wife. When you talk about guzzling a shot of your own cum, do you discuss this with her?
Yeah, once in a while. She's cool.
This in particular.
I think I did, yeah.
And what was her reaction?
She's like, yeah, it's cool.
She was adamant.
She goes, I have to do it. You should do it.
Exactly. No, I know what it feels like. But as long as it's not doing stuff with women, I think she's cool with it.
And Jason was also asking, I think it was Jason, I'm not sure who it was in the back, like, what happened to your hard drives of all that porn?
It's in storage still. I mean, I still have it. I'm not like you, John. I don't deny that I still jerk off.
But the discussion we were having in the back office was you went from a guy. Now, granted, you have a wife and everything, and I get that, and you are engaged in what appears to be a very healthy relationship. But you went from a guy who used to schedule date nights with yourself, who had hard drives of porn, who could tell me, oh, I know her. She's my favorite. She was in Playboy in 1988 in February, and then it seems like you just completely cut it all off.
You're talking about elves at Christmas. You're being tucked in by elves.
Well, that's not porn, though.
I mean, I went 10 years without getting laid, so you tend to build up a collection. But also, I find it disrespectful if I talk about that kind of stuff now, because my wife listens, my wife's mom listens. It's like, I don't want to be disrespectful.
Theoretically, and I'm not saying you do, you could still be watching porn, but you'd rather not discuss it.
Yeah, pretty much. But I don't really as much as I used to. I mean, I'll admit, every guy pretty much does, but not near as crazy as I used to be.
And I was saying that in the back, how when you got closer with now your wife, like you sort of changed your attitude on that when it came to on-air stuff. Understandably so. You feel like, it's insulting her in a way.
Do you really store it? And do you ever go to the storage room and say, like,
No.
I got to get... You don't really.
I just never bothered to erase the drives, and it's like I just threw them in storage.
If you went there today and you were giving up your storage unit and you had to throw it away, would it be hard for you to throw it away?
Yeah, it's memories. Sentimental. I'll be like, I remember that day in the storage unit when I jerked off to that folder in that drive.
A lot of dates. Now, Gary, was Howard obsessing over the Metallica songs all weekend?
Yes, we were going back and forth in emails, but rightfully so. There's a lot to choose from. He wants us to be great. We were sort of going back and forth over the, maybe even though we love them and they're huge, maybe there's a portion of our audience that just isn't into metal. So maybe you have to do Enter Sandman to make sure you're getting the song that most people know. And then the second song was like, listen, if I have my choice, for me, it's One. I just love that song on 100 different levels. But we were saying, well, maybe that's not a song that everybody knows, but it was played pretty heavily back on MTV back in its day, but it's hard to say.
That's basically the song that broke them. Like they made their first video for One. It was a big hit on MTV.
It's also 7 minutes long.
Yeah, but that's the thing. If you got Metallica, why not choose a long song so you can get more of them?
I would love to see them do that. I've never seen them do that song.
Well, and JD and I discussed too, like, I love Kill 'Em All. I love Ride the Lightning. I love Master of Puppets, the early, more hardcore stuff. And I would love to see them do like Motor Breath or something, real old. But I understand that, it's Howard's show, and most of the audience would want, something they've maybe heard before.
There's no way we can have Metallica on and play Nothing Else Matters. They're one of their slowest songs.
That's true, too. There's something to be said for that. Like, we want them to shake the studio.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm in JD's camp there. I don't think Nothing Else Matters is the right song to play. I voted for Master of Puppets for whatever it's worth.
Yeah, and Fred has played that coming out of commercials, so it's a fairly well-known song. And Master of Puppets has been consistently voted the most important and biggest heavy metal album of all time.
If you're into metal.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I get that. If you're a metalhead or if you're really into metal, but for the portion of our audience that may not know anything about metal, I want everybody. But you're trying to find a good balance.
Yeah, but I'm not worried about what Eric the Midget's gonna like. It's like I want a good Metallica song.
Yeah. Tony in L.A., welcome to the wrap-up show.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good, Tony.
I just want to say I am the biggest casual Metallica fan, and One is the song that if you ask me to name one song, it would be One. And I think that is a go-to. You cannot have it on your list if you're only going to do two songs. I mean, does that make sense?
Well, it's an opinion, but it's an opinion I happen to agree with.
Yeah, a lot of people agree with you there. I think Enter Sandman is a more well-known Metallica song outside of the metal universe than One is.
I would say that's your best chance of somebody knowing a Metallica song who doesn't know Metallica.
Right. But look, it's a great problem to have when you got to choose between all these different songs. That's for sure.
Plus, you could see how emotional Howard got listening to One. It was really cool. And I get the same way. I can cry to that song because I remember hanging out with my buddy, in Kansas at a campsite, listening to the Injustice for All cassette that I bought at a gas station. So it's like I have so many memories of that song One.
But why cry over it?
Did he pass away? Or?
No, he's still around. But it's just great memories. I lived my high school years with the Injustice for All album and all their earlier albums.
Is that song you cooked the shit to? Or?
No, that was later.
That song, I would tell you, the video for that song gets to me.
One?
Yeah. Because it's a pretty heavy thing, and that book was like a big book the book Johnny Got His Gun was a big book in my house because my brother was really anti-war, and that book was written during the Vietnam War to be anti-Vietnam without having to use Vietnam as a backdrop, and so I think that video is amazing.
Well, I mean, they took clips from the movie.
The movie, that's right.
I want to see the movie. I haven't ever seen it before.
Hey, I don't know if Kim, did you ever play with him when you were in Iced Earth, on a stage with him, or?
No.
You did that festival, right, a couple years ago. Wasn't your band on the bill?
We played at their Orion Festival last year in Atlantic City, which was a dream come true. Lars introduced us, and it was like, it was a dream come true.
I think a lot of tears will be flowing in the studio when Metallica comes in. I can tell. You're getting all choked up. Gary's getting choked up. Howard was getting choked up during the show. Should be interesting, don't you think, JD?
I just think it'd be funny watching Metallica play like this hard metal song, and Richard Christie has like tissues next to him, down in his eyes.
I know, that's like the tough thing. It's like, I don't want to cry in front of my heroes, but also they might appreciate that this song makes me so emotional.
Do you think they'd be flattered by that in some way?
I don't know. It's hard because, they're, when I was a kid, Metallica and Slayer were like the heaviest bands ever. So to know that now I'm a 39-year-old man crying in front of Metallica, it's kind of, it would be embarrassing, but also I can't help it.
Wouldn't you want James Hetfield to call you a pussy or something like that? Wouldn't that make you feel good too?
That would be awesome if he came over and slapped me and said, "Act like a man."
See, that's the problem with Punishing Richard. He's willing to do everything, right? So you can't find anything that he really is hesitant to do.
Listen, once you got to swallow your own cum, what's left?
Well, you said pour soda, have George pour soda in his ass, and he lit up. He couldn't wait for it. I mean,
that's easy.
That's not weird for you, because I know that you have a relationship, a friendly relationship. Like, you go out with George and Brad, you and your wife, and so he's your friend.
Yeah.
It's not weird for you to have him pour shit in your ass?
No, that's fine as long as there's no contact. I think if I was to make out with George, I wouldn't want to do it because Brad would get upset. But I think just, a friendly little pouring beer or soda in my ass is fine. I don't think Brad would have a problem with that.
Now, the other guy who spent a lot of time in the studio today was none other than J.D. Harmeyer with his dream girl, Lisa Ann. And it sounds like you said you took a different approach with her rather than just being blunt and saying what you want. You did the sort of Ganji, the friend thing.
Well, yeah, for the most part, I try to avoid the friend zone. Because I know once you stay there, you're there.
Are you in it now?
With her?
Yeah.
Possibly, probably. Who knows? But definitely now. If she's dating someone. But I thought. This is a woman that works in adult films, and she goes around traveling to clubs and stuff, and does strip dances and whatnot. And she has guys constantly trying to have sex with her. So I thought I would try and not, just be friendly.
You're not just because she's dating a guy doesn't put you in the friend zone. You could be on deck.
Well,
it doesn't put you. But I think you're in the friend zone the way I'm hearing her talk.
Probably, but there's a little optimistic part of me that says something may happen. I don't know.
If you had the chance, say for whatever reason, not on the air, and it just came over, because I was thinking about this today, even myself thinking about it. If she said, "Come on over tonight," and everything, and she's ready to go, would you have any performance anxiety at all? Or would you try not to think about it?
I possibly. I have anxieties, being with girls, already. So, yeah.
What part of her would you go after first? The big boobs, the ass? Because you like her ass, right?
Yeah. Probably kiss her first.
But then what?
And then probably grab her ass.
Does she live in New York?
I think she goes back and forth.
So there is a chance of a relationship.
Well, listen, we've known each other for a while, so I think if she wanted to hang out.
How long have you known each other for?
A few months.
And you've just been texting like every other day, it sounds like?
We've talked about like hanging out and stuff, but it's never happened, of course.
Robin was the one who said she felt really bad for you, because it sounds like you're being sort of used here a little bit or led astray.
Listen, I didn't push her to be on the show or anything. That's... I don't know.
I don't think he's being led astray. He went after her. She's being nice, but she's not saying, "Hey, there's a chance we're going to bang." She's just being a nice person to him.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's being led astray.
No, and I wouldn't be. It's not like I wouldn't be surprised if she didn't want me. That's almost what expected.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing that says really speaks volumes to me. You guys talk every day, every other day, whatever. Mm-hmm. Hey, we'll hang out. Here she is in New York.
I am well
and
aware
you're not hanging out.
Gary, I am well aware of this. So, yes, I know.
One of the things I noticed, Gary, during the interview was she would say